What's up, guys? Welcome to the Dutch Boyd Poker Show. I'm your host, three-time WSOP bracelet winner Dutch Boyd. Below me is the beautiful Exmoor. At first on the Twitterverse.
Who is now accepting Doge coin.
Accepting Dogecoin.
Yes. My wallet is still updating, I think. It has 1 year and 17 weeks to go.
Okay.
I started with 3 years, but it's getting there. It's synchronizing with the network as we speak, my wallet. And how many Doge do I have, Dutch, right now? I have 160,000 coins.
I think you mean I have 160,000.
No. I do. They're mine. Well, when I have my wallet up, guys. So hopefully I can share my wallet.
They don't belong to you unless you control the keys to your own wallet.
Maybe we should start giving out Dogecoin. Just like if you tweet,
like
if you retweet this tweet, we'll give you
a
Dogecoin. Not a whole Dogecoin, because
But 20 Dogecoin.
20 Dogecoin. I don't know about 20. One Dogecoin. No. Let's do one. It's like a penny.
I feel like a retweet should be worth 20 Dogecoin.
No, just one. Just one. A follow though.
Follow is worth
two Doge.
2 Dogecoin.
Yeah, I don't know.
How many Dogecoin is a drawing worth again?
Million Dogecoin.
Million Dogecoin?
I want to get 1,000,000 Doge. Anyways. Guys, Dogecoin, that's the future. Believe it. You heard it here first.
It's not the future.
Touch, you want it to be the future because we have a lot.
Dogecoin is a joke coin. It's a joke coin.
That's fine. It's worth something. You had to buy it.
You know what? It's not so bad.
It's like
just
tokens.
Basically a Bitcoin fork.
It's worth less than a token. Or wait, those tokens have no cash value, right? But you can spend them. Arcade tokens.
Mm-hmm.
You can still spend them, right? I wonder if anyone's selling them. Anyway.
So, I was thinking last night a little bit more about Ethereum, and people are using Ethereum tokens for in-game items.
Nice.
Which basically what that's going to allow you to do is take an in-game item that you've earned in a game and take it out of the game and put it in another game.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
I'm telling you, it's going to happen. It's the future.
Sigh.
You're going to earn a special sword in some MMO, and you're going to be able to take that sword out of that fantasy MMO and pop it in a Call of Duty where it's a special AK. I'm telling you, it's going to happen.
God, I doubt it. I'll bet you.
In-game items as Ethereum tokens that
I bet you 3 Doge that will never happen.
And you can resolve in other games.
It's not going to happen.
It's going to happen.
Wow, you're thinking far too advanced. You might as well say that we can make a stake in a replicator right now. I mean,
well, that'll probably happen too.
Yeah, but that's way in the far future if it does happen.
I don't think it's going to be that far in the future.
You're
where
too
people
advanced.
are taking in-game items out of a certain game and putting them in a different game altogether.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to do that. You have to get I don't think that's possible.
Where certain games will support other games' in-game items.
No, how it's going to work is the in-game would have a skin.
Back and forth.
No, that won't happen. That won't happen.
You don't think that'll ever happen?
No.
I think it'll happen.
I don't think it's like Sims. Sims has a capacity to put items with the brand of something on it as a picture, but it's not like. And so does even Cityville had it. Remember, if Cityville had a McDonald's you can put in.
Cityville. I don't remember Cityville. Is that a
game? No, it's an old game. It's a Facebook game.
Facebook game.
Yeah, you have City, and then you can put a branded item in it, but it wasn't from a different game, but you could put a random items in it. Yeah, I think that's too much. I think they're giving away too much code too. Hey, rookie, how you doing? Anyways, Dutch, why are you so dark, dude? Again?
I don't know. Do you want me to try to change it a little bit?
My gosh, you're always dark,
I reset
man.
my computer, so it probably just reset on my settings.
Oh my gosh, you're so dark.
By the way, good to see you, SD Bub.
You need to put it a little brighter. You need to make it. I can shine my light on you.
No, I don't.
I'm too bright.
It's already too
I'm too bright, and I'm too close to the camera. Am I still too close to the camera?
You look
It's
like
chopping
you're
off my
perfect.
head, dude.
Just raise it up a little bit.
Oh my god. Is that good?
A little too much. A little too much. You need to lower it a little bit.
Put this apple on your head.
See,
It's gonna be
say
hard.
a little
Dutch
bit lower.
was messing with my crap yesterday. Is that better?
Perfect. Perfect.
Yeah, I don't know what the heck you got going on. You chopped off my head.
Let me fold there.
Hey, D's Nuts Polka, what's up?
Got I'm the rookie and the vet saying Dutch, my man, Michelle, my girl, what's up? Let's run good and deep in the long haul.
The long haul.
The long haul.
The haul of the long. So yeah, my Doge is gonna be up. So is anybody catching on this breaking news about the taxes? Because I don't see anything really awesome about it. If you guys are paying attention, this announcement.
It's nothing. It's
Yeah, I
nothing.
feel like it's nothing either.
So
Also,
Rachel
I mean,
Maddow.
what's really sick is that all these people are like, "Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god," when it's nothing.
The tax return.
It's like a tax return hype.
1 year tax returns from back in 2005.
Like
that show
over 10 years ago, dude.
nothing. Just
Like
that-
almost
just
15
that-
years
that
ago.
Trump paid more in taxes during that single year than any of us are going to see in our entire lifetime. $38 million in 1 year.
Well, I think that what they're looking for is if there was a connection with like the Russians or something. I don't know. That's why I'm asking you guys. Did you guys pay attention to that old ass tax return?
I tell you, if all of his tax returns are like the one that Rachel Maddow
Let's look at his credit report. I want to
released,
see his credit score.
like the one that she was like, "Oh, I got the smoking gun." You know what it's like? It's like that. It's like Al Capone's
Silly.
vault from the old Geraldo.
Yeah, I want to. Or it's yeah, or the whole. Didn't
You
he
open
like?
it up and there's nothing there. And I gotta say, if all of his tax returns are like that 2005 one, then why the hell didn't he just release them to begin with?
Well, I don't
There's
know.
nothing there.
There probably is something in there, but we'll never know because he's not going to release it.
Yeah.
But that I remember.
1227, good to see you. Says, been a while since I've seen you on. It's been a while since we've been on.
It's been
Not
about
since,
yesterday.
Yesterday. We
But-
have a pretty regular schedule now. KPW. Every Monday and Tuesday, 7 p.m. Let's see, South Park had the Sword of 1,000 Truths. There's an in-game item and the flash drive in the real world. Both were valuable.
Ooh, that'd be cool.
I think that there's
So do
going
you
to
think
be...
there's going to be like? Oh, it's not going to be worth. It's not going to work.
I think what's going to happen is that games are going to be giving... There's going to be a third party, like a third... not a third party, because that's not the right word, but there's going to be in-game items that correlate directly to blockchain tokens.
Yeah, but Dutch,
that
what's
you
the
can
purpose
remove
of
from
doing
one
that?
game and put
It sounds
it in another.
very complicated to do that. Why would you want to do that?
Why would you want to do that? I'll tell you why you would want to do that. Is because people want to play your game if they can earn items that are good outside of your game. That's why you would want to do that. If they could earn
Yeah, but
items
don't you
that
feel like if they could
will
do
still
wait,
have
wait,
value
hear me out. If they
outside
could
of
if they
the
could
game.
do that, I mean, Steam has a system where you can, like, for example, they already have it on Steam.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they do. You can buy skins for things. It's the same technology.
No, if you buy a skin in game, let's say that you buy a Rust skin, then that Rust skin is only good for Rust. And if Rust ever dies, don't let it happen. But if Rust ever stops being a game that people play, then all of those skins and all those in-game items that you've earned in Rust are worthless.
Yeah, but they could probably flip the switch and make it. I mean, they'd have to do some code and do the same thing. I mean, I think that you could do it. They have mods all the time, is what I'm saying. I just don't think your technology is really that fantastic, Dutch.
It's not my technology. And
Your
I'm
dream.
Not look, I'm not the one. I'm not the only one to have like thought of this. I didn't come up with the idea.
Valve is already
I was
doing
reading about what people think that Ethereum and blockchain technology could provide for the future of games, and that's something that someone said is that they think in-game items are going to correlate to.
So what
tokens.
you're
And I
saying
think
is,
that
like,
that's
if I play
right.
Mario Brothers, if I beat the game, I get a sword to play on Zelda.
That's right. That's right. Basically, that you would earn in-game items that you could take from one game to another. across platforms, across developers. That
But why do
a-
you
a
need?
certain
But why do you need this blockchain to do it? Is my point. You
because
don't.
with the if it correlates to a token on the blockchain,
need the
then there's
blockchain for
not a
that.
third party that's responsible for making sure that your in-game item is always going to be there.
Yeah, but Steam can do that. It's okay. Steam could do that.
Steam
is a
the
third
party.
That's
What I'm
right.
saying.
But
And
that's
when
okay.
Steam disappears, then all of your Steam library and all
Well,
of your
then
Steam
my
items are
500
gone.
games will disappear too. So I think by then I won't be playing video games.
You'd be crying.
No, I wouldn't. I would just be
Crying
like,
over your 500 game loss. You have too many video games.
yeah, not enough time.
She collects them. She doesn't even play them. She just collects them.
Yeah, I need some more. See, I guess it's good in theory, but I don't think you need Ethereum or whatever that thing's called. Ethereum.
Would you like to shop?
Oh, thank you. Alexa wants to know if would like to shop for Ethereum. No, Alexa, no shopping. Not today. I think Alexa thinks that we can. Oh my God. What the hell's Alexa
Alexa's gone
doing?
crazy. Alexa just keeps
She's
talking.
spying on us, man.
Would you like to shop?
Holy shit. You should unplug her. No, thank you.
No, thank you, Alexa.
Oh, wow. That's
Just
weird.
keeps on
She got
asking, "Would you
triggered.
like to shop? No. I don't
Ethereum
wanna
triggered
shop.
her, dude.
I don't want to shop.
Listen to that. We didn't even say her name. Triggered. All right. Anyway, Dutch, it's an interesting idea. I think it could be implemented. What I'm saying is I don't think you need Ethereum to implement that kind of cool. I think it's a good idea-ish, but I don't think you need Ethereum for that, is what I'm saying.
Let's go for it.
All you'd have, and
Before the rebuy
don't they
period.
have like, don't they have studios though that like, Blizzard's a good example.
Okay.
Blizzard, you can play Heroes of the Storm, 15 games, get a free mount and another mount in their within their system.
Yeah.
Good example. You don't need Ethereum for that.
No, you don't.
Isn't that what you're talking of though? Something
I'm talking
similar
about
Like-
across developers, across platforms,
on all the games.
that an in-game item that you earn is going to actually have out-of-game value and an out-of-game reference that persists outside the game.
So
that
into
other
another game,
developers
or
and
what?
Other games could use for their own in-game items. Yes.
I just like my mount. So you're saying that I can use my mount for Mario?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. That
Don't they have
you
those
earn
little-
a mount in World of
But isn't
Warcraft?
that the same thing with those little
You
guys?
can write it into
Those little plastic guys that you can just like bring your character to your friend's house?
Nope, not the same. We're gonna go make the full.
That's a good idea, though. Those little games. That was a good idea. I think that's really cute. Why is my computer broken? Oh no. The Doge broke my computer.
I think it's gonna be the future of games. That's what I think. I think people
I
are
thought
going
VR
to be
was the
using-
future of games, Dutch.
VR is also the future of games. VR is not really the future of games; it's the present of games. VR is the state of the art right now. The state of the art.
Yeah, I think that developers can do it. Philly Fanatic says if
Developers can do it within their own game
I think
already,
that's
and they do
awesome.
already. But I think that cross-developer support is going to happen.
They'd have to work together. Maybe they'd have to like. Maybe you can
That's
be the
the thing,
middleman.
is they wouldn't
maybe
have to work
Maybe you
together.
could be the middleman to like make those deals happen. Well, everybody's like secretive about their code.
Yeah.
Don't you feel like? I mean, that's like intellectual property. They're not going to want to because you have to release the code for their stuff to work. Like I
not
think
gonna
it's
be-
more
it's not gonna
complicated
be
than what you
about-
think.
Okay.
I mean, I could be wrong, but you know, to think that you're not wrong, it's also wrong to think that way. To think that you're always right.
I think it's a cool idea. I think it's going to happen. I think it should happen.
Gosh, then
Could you imagine if all of
never
the
do
items that
anything.
you earned in Farmville still had value outside that game?
there's no items that you
just had-
earn.
Yeah, like cherry trees and stuff.
No,
Remember we
I
donated
don't,
some money
because
to
then I
the,
would never,
the
ever,
Haiti
ever-
relief fund during that earthquake that they had.
No,
We got some in-game item.
no,
That didn't happen.
no, I didn't. I don't remember. I got money or something for it.
I don't remember what you got for it, but I do remember thinking.
No, we did the thing for
I'm buying
Warcraft.
stuff on Farmville.
We did it for Warcraft. Oh yeah, we did it for the thing too. We did just donate for the good of the cause. That was really a long time ago.
Look, one of these days, the Warcraft servers are going to stop. They're going to get shut down, and there's going to be a hell of a lot of value that just disappears. That doesn't have to.
Maybe you should work with the Warcraft team. Speaking of Warcraft and Heroes of the Storm, guys, have you guys done your brackets? I would like to know who you guys think are going to win during the Heroes of the Storm. They have a thing that if you win it, you can win 10K. Did you look at it? Did you look at it, Dutch? The brackets?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, I don't really watch it. It's going to be here in Vegas April 8th, so we might get tickets for it to watch. We'll cheer on somebody.
You know what else I think is going to happen in the future?
Yes. You know what's going to happen in the future? Psychics. Poker's not going to even exist anymore because we're going to be able to read our minds, and it won't be fun.
I think that when people are designing and building consumer electronics, like toys and radios, and really anything, that they're gonna design them in a way that the individual components can be easily taken apart.
Yeah,
So
that's
not
only
soldering
if
it all
but that's
on
only
there.
if Microsoft and Xbox and all the other and Sony don't get their way, making it illegal to tamper with that
Even
stuff.
take apart stuff.
Yeah. So I mean,
That
would be really
in the future,
cool.
It's going to be a lot easier to pull off a motor from like a little stuffed animal, like a moving stuffed animal. I think it's going to be a lot easier in the future. You know, as it is right now, they just like solder everything in there in a big blob, and
well, they
like,
do
if you-
it.
if
They
you
do
take
it so you
something
can't
apart-
make it yourself. They do it so people can't like recreate it. I think. Like
I think they do it
ruins
because they're
their
not really thinking about the life cycle of their product. They're not thinking about what's going to happen when their product ends up in a garbage bin somewhere and then gets like donated or something, and or in a garage sale, and someone wants to use
You live
an
in a
end
world
product
of recycling,
for its
Dutch.
parts rather than for what it was.
I think it's
intended
very
to
sweet that you live in a world of recycling, babe. But
Thank you.
we don't though. People are very like one-time use type. we're in a very
be. I think
one-time
that's
use.
going to change, though. I think that people.
I
are going
hope
to-
it does.
You know, like the other day when Michelle had a MacBook, an old MacBook from like the early 2000s, 2002, 2003, that she needed me to pull a hard drive from before we got rid of it. And it was a pain in the ass to open that thing up. And I'm looking at like the circuit board, and I'm looking at now there are certain things that if you take apart an old laptop, there are certain things that should still be good to use.
But I feel like all those things that you're describing are things that tweakers think about.
Like Netflix.
Like,
Let me give
Yeah,
you an
dude.
example. Old digital cameras. Everybody has like a couple of old digital cameras from like the late 90s.
Yeah,
or
we have
early
like 8.
2000s in
Yeah.
like in a drawer somewhere, and that you probably don't even have a battery for it anymore. You probably have no way of even starting it up. And if you were to take that apart, there's certain things in that camera that should be able to be used for modern day projects, like the LED screen.
maybe.
But you can't just swap an LED screen from one camera and use it for your own product. Did you know that?
That word that starts with P, propriety.
Yeah, because yeah, exactly. They're not really made to be interchanged. That's a problem.
I think it's way far in the future, Jake. Way, way far. I think people are sort of like. I think corporations are greedy and they want that in technology for themselves. Maybe somewhere in China, they probably already have it in China for all we know.
I think that people need to start designing stuff for reusing
Well, I do too.
and repurposing.
There is some things that are like that. I'm trying to think what they are, but there probably are some stuff like that. I remember seeing like a Kickstarter type thing. Don't remember what it was.
I've never opened something up and looked at it and thought, "Oh wow, they designed this for me." They designed this
They're
for
actually
someone to
making.
open it
They're
up and
actually
take it apart.
They're making a new plastic that's actually like a milk, kind of like a plastic that's kind of
Plastic milk.
yeah, and you can use it to. I think it's milk. It's some kind of a biodegradable, edible plastic that's going to be used to. It might not be milk. It could be like gelatin. I don't really
Okay.
remember what it was, but they are. I did see that as well. Hey, Aces of Wizards. Good to see you. But no, I agree with you. I think people should today start inventing things like that. For sure.
So Philly Fanatic too. I think like the idea behind using blockchain technology for in-game items that would refer to tokens on the blockchain. The idea would be any sort of developer could build support in their game to recognize those tokens as certain things. So that's that. So I don't really think that using blockchain technology to allow in-game items to be moved around between games, platforms, developers, whatever, would really hurt indie developers at all.
You don't. Who knows?
That's what I suspect.
But what if the indie developers don't have that knowledge to bring that to their game? There's going to definitely be if that did happen, there's going to be like a rush for it. A lot of games right now, they don't even allow mods.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, you know, I feel like successful games though do let the mods like allow mods, but I'm not a modder. I don't know.
What kind of mods do you want?
Sex mods. I think we all want sex mods, but like that's never. Yeah, when is that gonna happen? When is it gonna be a good
Future
game?
games.
But yeah, that's probably not gonna happen. So that should be the future.
That's the future of
that'd be
games.
good. Like you can have your own like hairstyle that you can get in the torn. I don't know. You know, I feel like modders can like pretty much do whatever they want to a game. So I don't really think your idea is really that revolutionary.
Okay, first off, it's not my idea. I'm not the one who came up with the idea. I recognize it as a good idea,
Sure, I guess.
as a genius idea.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure.
It's like the achievement thing now, because the achievement thing's like the cool thing, right?
Is it?
Yeah, like achievements, like you 100 out your game.
I remember for Xbox 360, it was thousandsing out the game.
Thousandsing?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
you had
thousandsing,
1,000 achievement points.
I think you get more.
Some
for
games were
games.
really easy to thousand out. Some games were impossible to thousand out.
No, they're impossible. They're possible. It's all junk, says JD Cole. He watched a guy strip some circuits.
See, JD Cole, this is a perfect example.
God.
Is you open stuff, you open something up, a circuit board up, and there's going to be gold in there. There's going to be silver in there. There's going to be stuff that you want to be able to break down into, into its bare parts, sensors and actuators, motors, and wires, capacitors, resistors. You want to be able to use all that for other stuff. You can't open up any sort of consumer electronics right now and pull a capacitor off of the board and reuse that capacitor, and you should be able to.
Because it's soldered. Correct?
Yeah, not only is it soldered, but it's also cut. Like the leads on the capacitors are cut so that it makes it just unusable. And it's not like these are like expensive parts. It's not really the point.
No, I agree.
really
I
the
think
point.
that all the they should definitely have a system where they're at the very least recycling the wires and recycling the stuff to make better stuff.
I want a future where consumer electronics don't end up as junk, like actually buried with zero value, actually negative value, because it actually costs us something to hide it away.
Well, I'm sure there's some recycling centers for it.
I don't think that any of these consumer electronic recycling.
I mean, isn't that what refurbishing is? I mean,
I don't think that they are recycling in the
recyclable
that they are
components.
taking components off of circuit boards and reusing those components. I don't think that's happening. Yeah, stripping gold off of like RAM chips and stuff, JD Cole. I've heard of it. I think that it's really pretty dangerous.
Doesn't like Best Buy like take your phone for free and shit? Like if you walk into Best Buy, they have those plastic containers, and it's like put your bad phone in here, and they probably just refurbish that shit and just resell it. Like, I think they refurbish it and resell it.
They just resell it.
Yeah. Oh, JD Cole knows how to do it. Melt the products down and build a wall.
There you go.
It's funny. Build houses out of them.
So Ernesto firing out half pot, basically saying he has a 10. But I'm not so sure. I kind of think that we could have the best hand here with our King 4. I think we could be looking at being up against something like a 5-7 or an Ace 2, maybe like an Ace 3. I don't really put him on a jack, and that second 10 on the river kind of helps us out. Here he is saying, no, I have the 10. I promise I have it. Okay, well, show it to us. Yeah, you don't. You had 9 high when you called us.
Damn, son. So, that's a good move, eh?
It wasn't a good move on his part.
No, your part. So, did you see
He shouldn't have called on the
Did you
flop.
see the cool houses that they can 3D print now, though? That's some cool stuff. I would like a 3D printed house. They look pretty awesome. They're small.
By the way, JD, your books are in the mail.
They are?
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice of you. See, look. Build your own home, Dutch. See? We should make it. We should just, you know what? We should start collecting computer parts and like using them as decoration or art. Computer art. Here, I whispered you the cool printable house.
Okay. I didn't get the whisper, but I want to look at it.
I did. I whispered it. Didn't I?
Yeah, there it is.
Oh, okay. Because it's soldered. What the heck was that? That was me.
That was you saying, because it's soldered.
Because it's soldered. Like an otter.
Build your own 3D printed house all in one day.
It's a small house, but you can put like a whole bunch together and make a big house. Make a mansion.
Make a mansion. Doesn't look so bad.
It looks like it would roll. I think they make it in such a way that it doesn't roll away.
So, how much does it cost here?
I don't know. It's in another country.
It's a $10,000 construction cost.
Seems pretty reasonable.
3D printable house.
Just one day, you pick the colors.
Huh.
It's beautiful. I think somehow you have to anchor it or something. I don't really know all the details, but I saw bits and pieces of it. I thought that was kind of interesting that they can do that. Probably safer. It's in Russia. Figures. And that's where Donald Trump is how he's gonna make America great again.
Printing little houses for us to live in.
That's right. We're just gonna get printed houses.
I like it. Okay, guys, so we're 40 out of 100. Started this at 6:30, and some guy we ended up having an ace queen on an ace 10-3 board, and some guy called us with pocket fives and hit his set on the turn. We raised pre-flop, he called. I can understand that. And the flop comes out ace 10-4, and he's got pocket five, so I guess no, you don't need to be calling that. It was like a four-way pot. I fired out half pot. He made the call and hit his two-outer, and he ended up getting another
look at this.
2,500 from us. So that's where
wow, look at that hand. Damn, son. That's crazy.
Is it?
I thought I am Bon and Ellie was gonna
Lambanale.
Yeah, I thought they were just gonna die there.
He was ahead the whole way.
Yeah, I know.
The whole way.
whole way.
EWIFP2 did have a.
But he even got a better one
have a
though.
straight draw
with that
on
with
the
that
turn.
with that last one. Yeah. You shouldn't try to. I don't think stripping gold is a good way to make money. Recycling cans now. That I know you can make money at.
JD Cole, this is a good example. Is like you open up a car, you get under the hood of a car, and you can it's built to take apart.
Unless it's a Cadillac, or
Yeah.
unless it's a special kind of car. My Cadillac,
guess so.
You can remember you couldn't take apart on my Cadillac. You had to like go under. You had to go to the service center, and they had to take the plastic shit off, and
Yeah, they make it so that you're
they
not
make
really
it really
supposed to
hard.
be
So it depends on
an
which
at-home
one.
mechanic on a
That's right.
Cadillac, don't they?
Yeah, on the one that I had, yes. So it depends on the car. If it's an old car, yes, sure. And I think they should do it like that. That's
should.
how it should be. I think somewhere along the lines, people don't want you guys to have a mileage on your Xboxes, on your televisions, on your computers. They want you to buy a new one every year. Same with cars.
Yeah.
They want you to buy a new one.
You're right. They don't want
It's just that's capitalism.
you
though.
to ever be buying a buy it for life item.
Yeah, and that's a good subreddit, guys. If you ever want to look at a cool subreddit, Buy It for Life is pretty cool. But yeah, they don't. They want you to buy it and then use it and dispose of it and buy another one, and that's how capitalism works.
This is horrible. Like even like stuff like iPhones and stuff.
I've had my iPhone
just
forever.
open up your iPhone and replace the chip.
Somebody was making,
boom.
but what's bad about this whole consumerism thing is that people look down on you if you have like an older model phone. We were at dinner the other day, and I was taking pictures with my, I guess, iPhone 5,
iPhone 5S.
and somebody was like, "Ugh, your screen is so small," and I was like, "What are you talking about?"
She was
definitely
like
this phone's
being a
paid
little bit
for.
of a phone snob.
I was like, wow.
Michelle's little iPhone 5S,
And I was like,
it's a great phone. An iPhone 5S is
Yeah,
a great
I only have
phone.
one person that calls me, and he's right there. Nobody
Yeah.
else calls me.
Pretty
So,
much.
and yeah, and I don't really need that.
It's a great phone. It works. It's an awesome phone. It's definitely better than the iPhone 5.
But if you guys want to buy me a phone,
better
you guys
than
can.
the iPhone 4S.
Yeah, but
better
it's
than
just
the
this. I mean,
iPhone 4.
but I didn't even know the girl, and she was like acting like a snob about my phone, and I was like, wow, what a turnoff, right? It's like, whoa, dude.
I don't think anybody's like.
I should have asked her what was her contract.
I really like how she's a kind of a snob when it comes to the newest technology.
I'm sure she doesn't even know anything beyond that phone about technology. That's the funny part of it.
I think that she would be hard pressed to tell you why her iPhone 7 is better than your iPhone 5.
Well, because her screen's bigger, or whatever it was.
Aren't we trying to miniaturize?
But that's like the whole manipulation.
If you want a big screen, get a tablet.
But that's the whole manipulation of consumerism. They tell you need it, and you feel like you need it. It's like the keeping up with the Joneses thing. You have to have the new car. You have to have a new this. You have to always keep up.
It's weird how phones are getting bigger now instead of smaller.
I know. Soon we'll be carrying microwaves around.
We got Bobby Big Buy-In chilling out with us. A rare treat. Good to see you, bro.
Hey, Bobby, did you see the tax returns?
You saw that bombshell? This changes everything.
No, we were trolling Rachel Maddow. I think she has been on for 40 minutes, right? So if anything breaking
I feel like
come about, please let us know.
This big scoop is going to
It's like
hurt
a giant
her credibility.
It's like a giant clickbait.
Because that's exactly what it is.
It's like really sad.
Basically, like, tune in tonight.
It's really sad, really, because it's like so
And
old.
It's just nothing.
Tune in.
So, Bobby, we were talking a little bit
But
about...
go ahead.
In case you missed it, so far tonight we've been talking about...
Oh, Ethereum.
We were talking a little bit about the Ethereum blockchain and using blockchain tokens to correspond with in-game items that you could take out of a game and put into a different game. So not the same developer or publisher or platform. You'd be able to you'd be able to earn an in-game item in like an RPG or something, and you'd be able to take that in-game item and it would actually correlate to a blockchain token. You'd be able to take it out of a game and put it into a different game. So maybe like in one game it would correspond to like a Sword of Truth, and in another game it would correspond to like, you know, a pink Lamborghini, you know, or in another game it would be like really good body armor in like an FPS or something. So that's kind of what I was kind of thinking about today. And then I was also thinking about how consumer electronics are going to, in the future, be designed to be taken
and
apart.
I don't think they are, because of
Capacitors, resistors, all the sensors and
obsolescence.
actuators are going to be designed to be easily taken apart and used in other projects. Michelle thinks that is going to go the opposite way.
Well, because of capitalism. They're going to make it illegal.
Printing the boards and putting the stuff on there, and then putting a great big layer of glue right over it.
Yeah, they're going
to. You can't take anything off.
That's right.
You can't repair anything.
And if you do, it's null and void.
And if you do, they're going to make it illegal.
They're going to make it. You're going to go to prison.
Even open up the Nintendo Switch.
Wasn't there a time where like your floppy disk, if you bootlegged it, you could go to jail or get a fine for it or something? Like your bootlegged floppy disk. My dad had a lot of bootlegs. I remember having
a lot of floppy disks with tape. Mm-hmm. Over because they're copyright.
You put the tape protection. over the little cut. I remember that.
She remembers.
Because my
dad had all the keys.
My dad was a bootlegger. He bootlegged videos. He had tons of video games.
Was your dad the kind of person who would like have a whole bookshelf with
yes.
VHS tapes
with three different movies,
and then like there would be like crossed out videos?
No, just 3 different
movies.
Where
he'd like record over something. Just 3 different movies.
Yeah, 3. I think you can.
Would he record them off
I think
of HBO?
Maybe you can get 5.
Like
one time he recorded all of MTV.
A month-long subscription on HBO, and then you just go to town.
No, we
love that
no. When we got HBO, he would go to Blockbuster. And he had 2 VCRs.
Oh,
and he'd bootleg
snap.
it. That's how he would do it. Snap. And then my mom would be like, "Don't tell your friends."
Don't tell your friends.
And I'm like, "Why? What's the big deal?" You know?
Don't tell your friends.
Don't tell anybody what we're doing. And I'm like,
oh my gosh, I could totally see your mom freaking out.
Yeah, and I didn't even know. Like, I thought that was normal. Like, everyone did that.
Hopefully, Lisa is not watching right now.
Yeah.
It's like, no, I told you not to say.
Yeah, we had a lot of movies. You're a lot like my dad in that respect. Jeez, he had so many movies.
I'm like your dad in that respect. As you can see behind me, I have a whole bookshelf full of VHS tapes.
You should.
3 movies each. Okay, let's go ahead and see some hearts here.
Oh, so JD Cole says there was a guy with a Nokia flip phone at a Denver Nuggets game, and they put him on the Jumbotron, and the crowd collected laughed, and they kept putting it. The caption was like, 2005 is calling. Aww. That's how it is. They make you feel like you have to get a new one.
Well, what do you think?
I stopped watching Rachel Maddow a long time ago. I thought I was going to tune back in. I stopped watching her when I felt like she was a little too condescending. Are we holding?
Yeah. We're holding the same hand as this dude.
Damn, E-Whiff.
But
knocked out Mugby.
We split the main pot with E-Whiff. But we had more chips, and Muggs had more chips than he did, so we got way the better end of it.
No, JD, I have that documentary on my wish list.
I kind of want to start blinking more, and start making a conscious effort to start blinking a lot more. I don't think my blink frequency is quite up to par. Charlins SC, good to see you, man. Charlie NSC.
got some Doge, man. Not I don't got so, I didn't get any silver today. I got Doge 'cause that's the future.
She's got Dogecoin. She's a Dogecoin.
My wallet,
there.
my wallet is still it's 1 year and 4 weeks behind. So
Yeah. So she went the
Hey,
whole
that's
way.
pretty-
She didn't
that's
just
pretty good.
get like a mini wallet. She decided to install Dogecoin Core.
yeah.
Host the blockchain herself.
Okay, minimalist is all right.
Hardcore
It takes it to
Doge.
the extreme.
Hardcore
Let's watch it.
Doge. Let's make the fold here with the 5-6 off. Oh.
I think Dutch and I we go through phases. I think we've collected a lot of junk throughout our lives and we get rid of it. I think we're better now, but we do tend to collect games. I think that's the only thing that we've really started collecting. It's probably bad. But not really. We play the games. I guess those pop things are kind of kind of pointless.
these are awesome. We have a pop collection.
Yeah, we never really wanted it though.
Donald Trump.
It was like an
Donald
accident.
Trump pop doll.
It was an accident.
It was an accident. It's
Yeah.
a gift.
No, but they're cool. I like my Sylvanas. And I love my Game of Thrones one. But yeah. So that's kind of like junk, man. I guess we could melt that and make it into our home.
Oh man.
Those were the good old days, though, being able to bootleg floppy disks. Now you just get all your games from GTIA? Is that it? Is that
G2A.
G2A.
G2A Humble Bundle.
Yeah, and Humble Bundle.
Steam Spring Sale coming up here pretty soon.
Is that right?
Yeah.
What's on Humble Bundle anyway?
Right now, the Humble Bundle is an indie jumbo game bundle where like the big prize for the $10 Humble Bundle is a World War I shooter called Verdun.
Verdun.
There's also a Warhammer game at the mid-level.
You know what? I wanted Valhalla Hills, actually. So you know what? I think I wanted that game.
I think the oil trading game looks kind of fun. It's on the mid-level. There's also a click-em adventure
Turmoil?
about a character named Pizza Boy,
Oh, God.
which sounds right up my alley. Pizza Boy.
It's a click adventure, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, it looks all right.
Bony Fish. Man, you remember when silver dropped all the way to 14? I think it was last year. It might have been the year before though. Where it would just drop and drop and drop and like why?
What was it?
Shoot, guys, I don't know. I kind of feel like, does Ernesto have an ace? Probably.
Oof.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, man.
Can't believe you're still using an iPhone 5S.
I know.
Such a tiny screen. Here, use mine. Mine's better. That's what she said.
That's
to
what she
her.
said. My phone takes better pictures.
Use my camera. My camera's better. It's like, why is
Don't
your camera
call
better? Why is your camera better?
It's with like whatevs.
It's a 30 million pixels per square inch instead of 20 million.
No, I do want a better camera for my phone, but
Better than what? Like,
but I'm not gonna get a phone now because of that. I want to keep my phone.
yeah.
Yeah, why? I don't need to change it. I can just use yours.
Yep.
Is my wrinkle on this side? Because there's a big wrinkle in time space. Right there.
Doing something to
Do
the
you see
time
it?
space continuum.
Do you see it on the frame?
I do, yeah. It's right there.
No, Dutch got me, hooked me up with some Doge.
I gave her a lot of. I hooked her up with a bunch of Dogecoin.
This morning he was like, I'm buying you some Dogecoin. I'm like, really?
Yep. I bought her 165,000 Dogecoin. If it goes up to 1,000 each,
Goodbye, Twitch. We'll see you at the moon.
If Dogecoin goes up
No.
to Bitcoin, but if Dogecoin ever reaches parity with Bitcoin, surpasses the price of gold, we'll be rich.
And we'll never have to work again.
Oh my gosh. That would be wonderful.
Well, I think that's a good starter currency if you're going to get into the cryptocurrency world. It's very cheap. It's very fun.
There's not a lot of places to buy it.
But if
Pretty hard to liquidate.
if a lot of
into,
people,
other
but if a lot of
currencies.
people use Dogecoin for like tipping and playing, then it would get picked up. Says me.
Probably. 1, 2, 3 people. Okay.
3 people only have Dogecoin.
I don't think that we can. I don't think we can rely on any of these guys betting for us. Now we have Ernesto M making the shove. I think I'm gonna go ahead and give him. Oh. Well, I don't think I'm gonna overcall.
Ooh. What'd you have here?
Queen Jack.
Oh, wow.
Queen Jack.
Well, I think Henry saved you some chips. Huh. Please help make sense of this thing. Have you heard of this full flush poker community, Dutch?
No.
A group of concerned affiliates and online poker sites have come together in an attempt to help victims of the Equity Poker Network and Full Flush Poker business failure. I didn't even know it was a business. Huh. Class action type thing, perhaps? Let's see.
And then at the end it just says hi.
Huh? Hello.
at the very bottom.
Oh, it's like a WordPress?
No.
Put your
it's
name here.
Someone
This is
trying
where...
to figure out.
Oh.
Someone trying to figure out where where the different objects in their HTML begin and end.
Let's see.
Okay, so what's going on with this?
It's a
Why would
class
someone buy
action.
fullflushpoker.com, the domain name? I don't know.
It's Full
Doesn't
Flush
really seem
Poker
like
and
it has a
is
lot
it
of
like a
value.
failed?
Yeah. So it was
Oh, they're trying to auction it off here. Wait, it was purchased.
No,
We are
they
the owners.
bought it.
They bought it at auction. They're not associated with the owners. They do not have your money.
yeah, that's what they're letting you know. But then they have
And
this
we are not
contact
liable.
us. So the idea is what they're saying is they're going to try to push you off into an affiliate program
That's
under
right.
them, where they're going to get a percentage of your rake, and they'll give you back a certain percentage of the rake that they get for sending you to a new site as their way of helping you recoup your losses. That's pretty much what I think is going on.
They're trying to
there.
rake
Let's go
it?
Make the call there on the button.
I don't know. I'm looking at this. Why is this affiliate thing here? Wait. It's
So
weird.
the idea is this little contact us form at the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
What you would do is you would tell them what your screen name was and how much you have that's unrecovered, and they're going to try to help you get it back by setting you up with like Ignition Poker or like one of these Winning Poker Network skins that is going to give them a percentage of the rake that they rake off of all the victims of Full Flush Poker, and they would take that and start applying it against the balance. So this is basically just a way for them to take advantage of the pain. This is basically what is going on here. Someone bought this domain name.
And they want you to be an affiliate. Is that what it? To play on their games?
They link to a 2+2 forum about
Why they think that if it was under litigation, you're not going to get paid.
why they think that a pending lawsuit is not going to work. And then there's like 6 names of people.
I think it's
who
too
were
vague. Honestly, I
associated
think
with
this is
it.
too vague of a website because it's like, what is their plan? If attorney can't get your money back, what is their plan to get your money back? Because
Yeah.
I feel like
Now,
if
their
an
plan to
attorney,
get you your money back is to sign you up under their affiliate code, and then give you rake back until
You're even, and
you're
then-
even, yeah.
and then they take it away.
And then they would probably stop giving you rake back.
It's like,
yeah.
oh, you're even now. Well, we don't know. Maybe we should fill it out under a pseudonym.
Because if this page is the case, what they're saying is all they have is the domain name. They don't even have the record, so they can't actually even verify any of it.
So they're just getting your name and information.
They're getting your
and
name,
email.
your
You
information,
make an email list.
and they're going to try to sign you up under an affiliate agreement that they have with some other site. So you're basically just telling them how much you lost. They have no way to verify it, and they say our goal is to provide a means by which players might recover their lost balances. So this is, I wouldn't call it a scam, really. It's not really a scam, but they're not really there to help you. They're going to be there to help themselves.
It's a manipulation. We use Chrome.
That's what it seems like to me. Bonyfish says, Dutch, do you still use Firefox? I use Chrome these days. I have Firefox installed, but I don't use it.
Well, Deep-Poker, if you
The only
want
time I
to,
use it is when I'm developing
I don't think it would hurt him to contact the forum and see what kind of deals they're trying to negotiate. I would be interested to see. You can see what they are
but
going
all
to
they're going to
offer.
do, you might as well ask.
Yeah.
See, I'm just guessing here. I don't know what they're going to tell you. If you contact them and say, I lost this much money and this is my username, tell me what they say.
Yeah, tell us what they
Because
say.
what I think they're going to say is, okay, what we're going to do is we're going to sign you up, to this new site, and you're going to get 30% of your rake back until your losses are met. That's what I think that they're going to tell you. And if that's the case, there's really no reason to go through this site than any other rakeback site out there. So that's
who
what
owns
I think.
it? Can you who is it and see who even owns it, or is it under a?
That's a good question.
Because
and I don't
who
know.
owns it?
It's funny that the front page just has the logo with an X through it. It's like that's their logo now. That's their site now.
It's there, yeah.
We own this now. I'm kind of curious. It says purchase via auction. I'm kind of curious what the auction. Well, let me see if I can use some of my domaining skills to get to the bottom of where this was auctioned. Fullflushpoker.com. Yeah, because there's no sales found for fullflushpoker.com, which means that they didn't buy it on a public auction. They didn't buy it on NameJet or Sea.
So it wasn't even a public auction. That's weird.
Yeah, it is weird.
So it's not really an auction.
It is weird.
It's probably them.
It's probably them.
Does it say who
Take a
owns
look
it?
at well, we can find out. Let me just do a little who is search here and see if. No, it's behind some domain privacy. And it looks like it's been continuously registered. So, where did they buy it?
It's kind
I
of.
don't know.
So it was a. When was it a site?
It wasn't like a public domain auction. Like when a domain expires, it goes through a dropping and usually a public auction kind of period. This one didn't, because anytime a domain is dropped and then auctioned off at expires and is auctioned off at GoDaddy or NameJet or Pool, Sea-Doo. Anytime those, even if something's sold on Flippa or something, there's a site out there which tracks all the public domain sales. It's called NameBio, and it would tell us how much it sold for and when and where.
But it didn't.
And it's not listed on Name Bio, which tells me that it was not a public auction. So maybe it was like a bankruptcy auction.
Maybe.
You know,
that could be it. But I think it's interesting that this
or
full
it could
flesh.
just be somebody from that group.
Yeah, this full flesh links to another post that says the names of the people in the group, and at the end of it says, "Let's find these things and make them pay in any way." And I mean any. I mean, that's what it says when you click the owners. I mean, it's kind of silly, really. I mean, what are they trying? I don't understand what they're trying to do here. Can you look at the? And this is high at the end. Why does it say high at the end of these?
Because someone was trying to figure out where the div marks began and end. If we look at the page source.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
Where is it? Where does it say high?
The
Very bottom. Yeah, right there. They were trying to figure out where the footer was. Because you see that it says, if you look at the source, it says div ID footer info, and then it says high. And it ends the div. They were trying to figure out where that would be. Nice.
They should have put a smiley face or something. Yeah, I'm curious. I mean, I'm curious to see what their plan is to recoup the losses of those who have lost.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that it's going to be exactly what I just told you.
Cool. It says cool stuff. Hello world is not okay because each of those items is on top level. Render our label. I'm reading there. Render our field element. Huh.
You know, maybe this is
Cool stuff.
It looks like it's linking to stuff on WordPress, which is
probably WordPress name.
It sure would surprise me, though. I mean, this is a very small static page. You don't really need a
WordPress name. They probably just got the script or something.
I don't know. Well, let's see if it has a let's see if it has a WordPress login.
And we have a resub.
Yeah, it's a WordPress site.
Is it?
Yeah, because it does have a WP admin login page.
So, okay. So it's a WordPress site that they made.
Try to hack into it.
No, don't hack into it.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
It has some weird labels on it. I don't exactly know what I'm reading.
So, Jay Rigoni, it's going to be good to see you here in Vegas this week. It's next week.
So they have a thing in here that says honey pot error. What does that even mean?
I'm not sure.
Yeah. I wish I knew. Bobby, look at the source.
Bobby, we need your help. By the way, Hespec, thank you very much for resubbing 23 months in a row. Really awesome of you to keep this little channel going. Interesting. So Henry 423 raises quite a bit here. I'm a little bit worried that our pocket queens are not good. What is going on? Oh my gosh.
Oh gosh.
Are we really gonna fold pocket queens pre-flop? I mean, is this what we're doing in a?
I thought you said pocket
guaranteed?
threes.
Queens, pocket queens. Fuck, we did.
Oh, I'm surprised.
Yeah, me too.
Jesus.
Me too.
Wow, I thought you said pocket threes.
No, I said pocket queens. We would have fucked them all up.
That was kind of nitty.
It was pretty nitty, but did you see the action? So it was
no,
under the
I just
gun.
looked over and you said I thought you said pocket threes.
4.5x.
Pocket threes would be an easy fold for sure.
I 3-bet, and then we got Ernesto shoving for somewhere around 70 big blinds, 65 big blinds.
Well, he thinks that he has
Henry
the nuts.
423 just snap calls him.
Because he thinks he has the nuts, but you had the nuts all
And
along.
I'm looking at this thinking, what am I hoping for? I'm hoping that they both have ace king, because jacks and tens, I just don't think so. That's what they had. They had jacks and tens. We would have been walking away with 30,000. They made the fold. I keep on telling myself I'm never folding queens pre-flop on these anymore. I keep on telling myself that, and then I pussy out.
I'm surprised you folded. Usually you're like, that's a pretty decent hand.
Usually I'm like, screw it. If they've got aces or kings,
So
then
it's okay.
we'll jump into the 30. But today I was like, you know what? I don't really feel like getting it all in there with a 2-outer.
This is...
I was sure, I was like, you know what?
Oh, you thought he had... Well,
I am just so
possible.
sure here
It's
that
possible.
Ernesto
You call there, he probably he has kings.
or Henry has pocket kings or pocket aces here. I'm sure of it. I'm so sure of it that I'm going to go ahead and fold the queens. And then they turn over something like that. And it reminds me, I shouldn't be sure of anything. Shouldn't be sure of anything.
Yes. JD Cole says, you bought dashboard.com. Is there a difference between US or org?
Yeah,
yeah,
it's a pretty
.com's,
big difference,
.com's
JD.
the dominant one.
For one thing, it's really hard to get anybody to go to a .us site. If you try to get somebody to go to, say, jdcole.us, a very big percentage of people are going to go to jdcole.com.
And then you just gave that person traffic.
Yeah. So, and if you don't have the .com, you have a .org or .net or .us, then basically, if you build on that namespace, all you're going to be doing is making the .com more valuable and harder to get in the future. Dead Draw Todd, 23 months in a row, man. Thank you so much.
And Hess back 23 months as well.
So, JD, it used to be that there were also some really big SEO implications for domain extension. I kind of feel like the Google algorithms are changing, so it's not that big of a deal anymore what the extension is. But it used to be, it was very, very difficult to get any sort of search engine traffic, and any sort of search engine ranking with domains that didn't end in .com. But I think that Google has kind of pulled back from that, and they're not too worried now about the actual domain name, because it used to be that if you had, say, pokertells.com, then if someone typed in pokertells into Google, you would get the #1 spot really easily. Hell, it used to be that you could type pokertells into your web browser, and instead of searching for it, it would actually just append the .com at the end and take you there. But yeah, I think Google is being a little bit like so. And if you had something like Twitch.tv and you were trying to rank on Google for anything, it would just look at the .tv extension and put you way down on the results pages. But I think that they're kind of recognizing that the domain name itself isn't as important as the content and the authority that it has. And by authority, I mean like what pages are linking to you, and what happens when they send somebody there. Google's getting better at tracking what happens when someone actually goes to a site. How long does it take for them to hit back? Do they ever hit the back, the back button? Because if you click on something and then immediately hit back, then what Google's saying is you didn't find what you're looking for.
How long do people stay on a website on average?
I'm not even sure. I have no idea. You want me to look it up?
No, I'm gonna think about it.
Try to come up with the answer on your own.
I think it's 3 minutes.
3 minutes?
That's what I'm thinking. That's my guess.
How long does the average web visit last? How long do users stay on web pages? So that was asked in 2011. And there's something in 2014. Let's look for the last year. We want some recent stuff. I'm not sure. It's giving me stuff that I don't want to. I don't want to know. Stuff about like how to get a visa in Spain. How long does it take to process your visa application?
Not that long. Nothing?
Let's go and make the call. No, I can't find it.
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows.
What does it say in 2000 and whatever?
I don't know.
Duration.
Visit duration.
4 minutes and 6 seconds. The
You
average.
found that really quick.
You have to use the word duration.
4 minutes and 6 seconds.
Yes, you have to find the average website visit duration. Here, the average visit duration of the site is 4 minutes 6 seconds. The average visit duration for the traffic coming from Google organic search is 3 minutes 29 seconds. The average visit duration for direct traffic is 4 minutes 6 seconds. I don't really know what that is. I don't think that's the right answer though.
So, JD Cole asking, once you get the .com, did you build your own webpage? I like your layout. I did, JD. I did build that site on my own. It's a WordPress site, so it's not too tough. It didn't really require too much coding. But I did get a little down and dirty with some of the theme files. Added some plugins and stuff. The theme I use is called Jarvis. It's been bought on the Envato market. Okay, so Nick making a raise under the gun. I'm going to go ahead and make the call. Let's see a flop here. I feel like that's a pretty good flop for 3-4. So, Bobby Big Buy-In talking about Amy Schumer. I'm going to go ahead and open this and watch it later. We'll add that to the watch later. When I have nothing to do, there's nothing going on, I'm going to load it up and learn a little bit about Amy Schumer ripping off jokes.
Well, I was just telling him that I was just listening to a podcast with Joe Rogan, and he thinks, well, he likes her.
I like Amy Schumer. I really liked her.
And Joe Rogan is pretty good at calling out people who rip off his jokes.
That's true.
Because he destroyed Mencina for that, and I remember that's when it was a big deal, and he was like really against it. And It's a good podcast if you see it. I haven't seen what I don't really like her as a. I don't think she's that funny. I mean,
You know what? That nine's pretty good. I almost
Yeah.
feel like we can probably get some loose calls with weak aces here. We do. Look at that. We got a call from an ace 10. How do we go for value there? Sometimes I make those value bets that just want to be like, nice job, Dutch from the past. Nice job, Dutch from 40 seconds ago. Strong value bet. You put him on exactly what he had, and you knew he would call. Where were those instincts when they had Jackson 10s, buddy? Where were those instincts? So JD, Will Givens just took down that win $600 tournament from this weekend. He does have a bracelet, He was on my tag team last year. Him and Paul Daywald. I've always liked Will.
yeah, he's great. He's a good personality, very warm,
Yeah,
very friendly guy.
he is very friendly. It's very positive.
Oh no, is that R Flatty?
Oh no. What happened? Oh no, what happened, dude?
Is yeah, it's Flatty. He probably forgot his password.
Or you got banned for saying some stuff and
No, he didn't get banned. You get banned here. See, can't remember my
I
password.
can't remember the damn password.
I would never ban Flatty. You must have really good passwords, dude.
Okay. I'm just gonna give up here. Now look at Ernesto firing out 400 into this thing. Gosh, all of a sudden I feel like I'm getting the right odds to make the call. Let's do it. Let's hit that 2.
What was that? Wasn't it in South Park where they were making fun of Amy Schumer?
Yeah.
When they were like, something about my something, right? Did you just get knocked out?
I know we got moved.
Oh, shit. I was like, I lost you, babe. I thought you were in that hand for some reason.
No, just moved to another table.
Because you were like wanting a 2-outer or something. Have you seen any of her comedy? Is she funny?
Well, I saw her movie.
Is she good in? Well, I guess was she good in it?
I thought it was great.
I would like to see her. I would like to see her in the one with Goldie Hawn because I like Goldie Hawn.
What's the one with Goldie Hawn?
They're like
It's
it's
a
her
movie?
mother or something. I don't know. They like get yeah. It's a movie. They're together and it looked funny. But I like Goldie Hawn, so I think that was a good move for them.
That was a lot
to
of
put
money
her
to
in.
get there in the middle. Did you guys see how
For
that
the
went
threes?
in? Yeah. Was that all pre-flop? Yeah, all pre-flop. That makes sense, I guess. So it was limped. Vegas makes the shove. Minder Bender makes the call with pocket threes. I guess I don't hate it. So I used to be flatty saying, how did you know he didn't have a diamond on that ace-10 hand that I valued by the 2-pair into ace, what was it, ace, king, jack, what was it? It was a scary board, right? Ace, king, jack, 9, 6. the reason I figured that he didn't have a diamond is because if he did have a diamond, when he called in the small blind, I'm putting him on either some sort of pocket pair, maybe some sort of small suited connector, or big cards like court cards, ace, ace something, king queen, something like that. So if he had a diamond, it would, since the ace and the king and the jack and the nine of diamonds were out, if he had a diamond, it would have to be a 10 of diamonds or a queen of diamonds. If he had either one, I kind of felt like he would probably bet the river. So when he checked, it means that the only diamond that I really have to worry about would be if he had something like pocket sixes or something and had the 6 of diamonds. If he has a pocket pair, then half the time he's going to have a diamond. But I just felt like there's a good enough chance here that he's going to think that I'm bluffing, and he's going to call me with his pair of aces, or maybe he has something like king queen or king 10 that he'll call me with. So if 3 of the 5 court card diamonds weren't out on the board, then I would probably I'd probably be less inclined to value bet that 2 pair. Let's go make the fold. So, trying to decipher this hand history from you, Mav. It's out of the 8K, 3-5 offsuit called my all-in. He had ace, 32,000. They raised to 36,000. I re-raised. They shoved.
You know who's funny? Bill Burr's funny, guys.
So the guy was
Bill
3-betting
Burr.
with 3-5 off.
Huh,
He's trying
Dutch?
to push you off your hand.
You like Bill Burr, right?
I like Bill Burr. I think he's pretty funny.
He's hilarious. He's really funny.
I think he's pretty funny. We just watched his special on Netflix. It was good. So we got Bronsonelli over here. That's
Bronsonelli.
That's Adam, buddy Adam from northern Nevada. Good to see you, man. Good luck in this thing. So goes to him with that hot pocket.
That's a funny one, too. Who's that comedian?
Jim Gaffigan?
Ah, he's funny.
Yeah. I think he's great.
What?
I think he's great.
Well, I think it's a really good podcast, Joe Rogan one, and I think their conclusion was a person's comedy, you can tell that it's their type of comedy. Like Bill Burr was like an example that he used, saying that like you could really tell that it was from his own mind rather than like somebody writing it for him. And I think that's the problem with Amy Schumer's situation, is that I think she has writers and they just don't have any more ideas. And he was talking about how in the comedy clubs they actually kicked out some of the Mad TV writers because they would come and watch the show, and then the content in the comedy show would be on Mad TV like the next week.
No kidding.
Yeah, so they actually kicked a lot of the writers out of their comedy club.
That's what we're looking for, boys. That's what we're looking for.
Is it?
Yeah.
I gotta imagine that they're stealing a lot of comedy from other people. But isn't that what art is? I mean, isn't that what good stories come about, is stolen goods? I mean, look at all Disney. They built their empire off of stealing other people's stories.
Well,
The retelling of a tale.
they retold things that were in
They're
the public domain. That's not stealing a story.
Well, okay, fair enough. I guess the jokes that she stole weren't in the public domain, but I'm sure she paid for them.
You're talking about Amy Schumer now? You're still talking about...
Well, they're talking about it in the chat. That's why.
Okay. I hadn't heard of Amy Schumer stealing jokes, but I do know she
Didn't you
pays
hear?
writers for her stuff.
Didn't you hear it when we were? I was listening to, or you weren't listening? Yeah, they were. There was a big scandal about it. Yeah.
Of Amy Schumer
Yeah,
stealing a joke?
and they were like, we like. Joe Rogan was like, I like Amy. I think she's funny and very talented. But if it could be a matter of her writers being lazy, and that's when he says that writers, because they get paid a lot and they're really bad. Not all of them, but some of them are really bad. Like some of it he's worked with, and they would like sometimes in the past, like in the 90s, like before internet and all that, back in the day, when Mad TV was out, they would come in and they would like go into the comedy club and they would steal shit and put it on their stuff. They just steal it, yeah. And then they weren't allowed in there.
I'm pretty sure Tig Notaro was writing for Amy Schumer for a little while. And I think she's pretty much the funniest woman in comedy right now.
Well, her comedy also, I mean, that's what I mean about comedy. When you write it yourself, and it's your mind and your thoughts, it's your thinking. So it's not like jokes. It's just like how she perceives, she talks about her cancer, for example, and it's about her experiences rather than somebody writing her experiences for her and her like kind of reciting those experiences. Mm-hmm. And that's what I feel like Amy Schumer is doing, is like she's being told to act a part like in a movie. They're not really original thoughts or ways that she looks at life. And because of that, she's suffering, because a lot of the jokes are recycled from like the 2000s, like from Mad TV and other comedians. But Joe Rogan had a big thing with Charles Mancina stealing his jokes. Or is his name Charles? But Mancina, whatever his name is. I forget his name. But Christopher Hitchens didn't think women were funny either.
That hand sucked. That hand that hand licked dog balls right there. In the back of my head, I'm firing out there on the end, thinking I could totally see him having like a suited, like a king of diamonds in his hand, and he just backed into that pocket pair. But I'm also thinking if he does have a king there, if he has something like a king 10, or if he has something like a king queen or king jack of diamonds, then if we check, he's gonna fire on a value bet anyway. So let's just go ahead and try to pick up the value from the weaker tens and the smaller pocket pairs. Pretty much the only hand that isn't beating us that won't go for value on the end is going to be like jacks, maybe queens. Even those might just go for the value bet. But yeah, that sucked. If a diamond comes, then I'm probably not slowing down though. I have the ace of diamonds, so I'd probably go for value no matter what hit the river. Making the fold. Garbage all the time. Good to see you, man. So Jeff Jim asking which tourney is this one? This is the 2K. 2K guaranteed.
When is break?
Got a break in 25 minutes.
Oh, we have a while. Did we miss a break?
We had a break 40 minutes ago. 30 minutes ago.
They'll be okay. Oh, wow. You're shoving, huh? That's a good shove right here.
Yeah,
Oh, my gosh.
we're
2
shoving
years in a
into 8
row.
big blinds, so... Oh my gosh,
That
garbage all the
shove was
time.
for you, garbage all the time.
2 years, man. Thank you so much for keeping this channel going. Thank you very much for supporting us from the very beginning. It's really awesome of you to make...
I can't believe it's been 2 years already.
Yeah, it flew by.
And look, the shelves back, guys.
Shelves are back.
We decided that it looks
Back
a lot
to where
better
we
with the
started.
shelves.
Well, I like being able to look back there and look at stuff.
Yeah, I have a green screen. You should make it blue, maybe. So I can be invisible again.
We can do
Be
that right
Wild
now if you want.
Poker. Dutch played some tournaments this week.
I still do a lot of poker tournaments. Be Wild.
We might play more poker. It's just that we have to find the time. This week you were playing a lot more. I mean, online poker. You were playing a lot more live.
Yeah.
Yeah, Carlos.
I put in a lot of hours this week at the live tournaments. WSP is right around the corner. Planning on a pretty full summer schedule, pretty much every day.
You just did your schedule today. Did you confirm it yet? No.
I haven't confirmed it. I sent it out.
Oh, good.
So we'll see. Probably going to be selling some action in a few events, by the way, guys. A couple of the 5Ks and the online events that I'm going to be streaming. So there's going to be a 1K online event and a 3K online event and a $300 online event.
Oh, wow. They're doing a lot more this year. Good.
And 300, that's kind of low to really sell pieces of. So we're probably just going to be selling pieces in the 1K and the 3K. Stay tuned for that. We'll see if Ustake is up by then. If not, we'll probably use one of these other marketplaces or do
Like
some
Twitter?
sort of proprietary thing. I was thinking Tasty Steaks.
Or Twitter. Just Twitter it, dude.
I think Tasty Steaks is still up. You know, we could still use Tasty Steaks.
Or Twitter.
Yes.
Or better yet, you can use your new coin, Ethereum.
Ethereum. No kidding. Look at this. Suicide Queen. Suicide Queen has some stuff on Tasty Steaks from 2015.
Who's Suicide Queen?
Addie Litvin.
Stop.
Yeah. I forgot we didn't say anything about that.
Yeah.
Probably take a pass there. Bobby Big Buy-in. I like that. He says, calling your small business an agency is such an adorable way to try to dress it up.
He's speaking about our agency?
Like a toilet scrubbing agency.
The
I used to be
agency.
flat. He says he owns a dog walking agency.
Oh, that's funny. How'd you know?
Dog walking agency?
We babysit dogs on the weekends.
We will babysit dogs on the weekends now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man.
We would babysit dogs on the weekends. Toilet scrubbing agency. I like it. What kind of
Let's start with
chemicals
home.
do you use?
We can start with ours.
I'm going to make a logo right now for our agency.
The poker playing agency. Low buy-in online tournament poker playing agency. Make the fold.
Don't yawn, Dutch. It's not part of our agency.
Now, Poker Mindset Coach just popped in and reminded me that it is evening, isn't it?
It is.
It's been a long day.
We're supposed to go out to dinner with him, dude.
Yeah, I know.
Maybe tomorrow. Tomorrow? Dutch?
Yeah, maybe. Tomorrow, I don't... Yeah, no, tomorrow's not good. I have got 2 things.
Oh, yeah, you do. I forgot.
Got a dentist appointment.
That's right.
I got to take care of a...
Ticket?
Ticket.
Dutch got a ticket for urinating in public.
Yeah.
No.
Not my proudest moment.
We had one, we had one voicemail.
People aren't using the Bad Beat hotline, Bobby Big Buy-In. It kind of surprises me.
I am surprised, too.
I really thought that people would be, calling it, night and day, 24 hours, talking about bad beats and stuff. But, no. 866-POKER09, you guys. Be one of the first to call. Let's go ahead and make the call here against Wilbur.
Aces Up called, but it's only 3 minutes, guys.
Yeah, you can't leave a 10-minute bad beat.
Yeah, sorry. We were going to change it, but we figured that 3 minutes is long.
Yeah.
I think it's a long time and long enough.
So, let's go for a raise here. Let's go for the check raise here, and maybe Wilbur will look down at his pocket 6s or pocket 5s and think, Dutch is just trying to make a move. Maybe Wilbur will look down at a hand like Queen Jack and say, Dutch is just trying to make a move because he knows I probably don't have a 10 or a 3. Maybe he makes a shove there. Nope.
Maybe we need a good jingle for our phone number.
866-POKER09.
Come on, guys. Think of a good jingle.
Anytime, day or night. One nice chick for you. Making the raise against Wilbur's open limp. Yeah, I'll get out of the way. Got Safari Joe chilling out. Good to see him, man. So, Poker Mindset Coach says, has a question. The question is, do you think that you lose some skill if you do not play live for a while? Since live and online are such different games, can you lose your edge? Can your game dull if you don't keep practicing? And yeah, I would say so. You can definitely get rusty. You can definitely your live reads can you can stop doing a good job putting players on bluffs, or being able to tell the difference between a big value bet or a big bluff. It can be a lot harder to hide your own tells if you haven't actually been on the physical felt for a little while. I remember a few years ago at the World Series, it was like, I hadn't played live for almost like 6 months. I'd been playing a lot online, and I sat down and I had pocket aces, and all of a sudden, like, heart just going, and like I'm breathing heavy, and I was like, wow, what's wrong with me? I'm not, it's not like I'm fresh, I've been playing this game for a long time, but still, it's just like trying to hide my reaction to a big hand. And then, later on in that same tournament, I made a big bet with pocket jacks, and all of a sudden I couldn't help myself. I just made a great big gulp when a guy was trying to think about whether to call me or not. And I was like, what is going on?
Were you gonna take
Yeah, you can definitely lose lose the edge in your game if you don't if you don't practice, for sure. So, try to keep your game sharp. Definitely, if you have like a big tournament series that's coming up, say like the World Series, you'd probably be, it probably would be a good idea to come out a few weeks before and get used to being on the felt again. Play some of the Venetian tournaments leading up to the World Series, maybe. And by the way, Poker Mindset Coach, thank you so much for being part of the stream, and thank you for resubbing 20 months in a row. Really appreciate that. Poker Mindset Coach has been awesome and has been a big part of the growth of the stream, so thank you. So,
Bobby. So he thinks his boss is spying on him.
what can you do with that?
Well, you guys could pretend you're throwing him a surprise party. And then you're like, okay, let's do something nice for our boss. Let's do a surprise party. And be like, okay, we're just gonna do it random. You guys ready? It's gonna be tomorrow, and just it's gonna be tomorrow. It's gonna be tomorrow, and then just like always, and then whenever you see him, like pretend you're gonna say surprise, like all the time, like when you walk into the room with them, or you take him around the office, and you're like, come, let's go have some coffee, or invite him for coffee, and then come back to the office, and where he thinks everybody's gonna be like surprised, but they're not. They're just gonna work. See how that works. That's how I would do it.
That's what I love about Michelle. I'm trying to think of like devious things, like making him think that like his wife is cheating on him or something like that. And she's like, you could pretend to throw him a surprise party. Like, I think if I had like 100 years to try to think about how to take advantage of that, Bobby Big Blind, I wouldn't have come up with, maybe you should pretend to throw him a party.
A surprise one, like I really appreciate my boss. He looks like he's under a lot of pressure. And then you can totally fuck with him and be like, did you order the cake? I found out that he really likes chocolate or something, or like ask him like in real life, like, if you were to have a favorite cake, what would it be? Whatever, and like kind of really fuck with him, like do it in a way like you're asking him like his favorite stuff, and then that's what I would do.
I don't know. I can't really think of anything good there. I'm trying to like
or all the ones that
I'm thinking of would like end up really badly for you,
Or you can like pretend that you're doing drugs.
Yeah.
And then you tell your friend you
dealing
say
drugs on the darknet from the servers that you're supposed to be like securing down.
Yeah, and then you use code words like pretzel and chocolates. That means like heroin and cocaine or something.
Probably what you should do is both of you can talk about an offer that you're considering from a competitor that's trying to poach you, and say, they offered us, they offered me 20% more than what I'm getting paid now. So I don't know. I'm going to talk to my boss Alan and see if maybe he'll match it, but I'm not really holding my breath, and then see if you can like somehow trick him into giving you a raise or something. That's probably the plus EV move.
Or if he's married, you can talk about how hot his wife is. That'd just piss him off, though.
see, Bobby Big Buy-In, that idea I think is funny. He says, I'm thinking I tell the coworker that the boss's boss has asked me if I can step in and take over the team, and told me the boss is on his way out. See, that's funny. But I feel like it ends badly for you.
I don't think it does.
I feel like it does.
If he's spying, dude. He's not supposed to be spying on that stuff. I don't know how you could use that as a benefit or as a good joke.
Probably the best thing is just
or you
pretend
can
to throw 'em a
or you
surprise
guys
party,
or you
man.
guys can act like there's a party, like everybody knows about, and you just won't invite him. Like every time you're in a situation in chat, you can be like, "Oh my God, he almost heard about me talking about the party. Jesus, I don't want him to go. He's such a he's he's just a stick in the mud or something," and then just keep on going on about it. Like, oh my gosh, and then really throw him a surprise party. Hey, if there's cake involved, I think that you should do it. Whatever it is.
The old Cannery Row trick. Gonna make the check. Tristan 1204. Can't say as I do. Can't say as I do. Diamond says tomorrow America's Card Room is releasing Sit and Go 2.0. I'm going to go ahead and file that one away under things I don't really care about. But it sounds like it's going to be a crazy time for some people at those Sit and Go's, Diamond.
Crazy. Hope you guys got your nickels and dimes saved up.
Sit and Go 2.0. Sit and Go 2.0. Gosh, now I care enough to actually see what a Sit and Go 2.0 is. It's the future of the Sit and Go.
That'd be a really funny troll though, dude, if you had a boss and you like if I emailed my friends and said, "Oh, let's throw this surprise party for Dutch. I'm going to take him to lunch. I'm going to take him to lunch right now."
Oh my gosh.
And then we'd go to lunch and then we get back and nothing was there. Nothing. And then you'd be like all looking forward to it, all anxious. And nothing happened.
So, Sit and Go 2.0, the next evolution of poker.
What is it?
That's what the headline is.
So what is
the
it,
next
though?
evolution of poker. It's the next evolution of poker. Get the fold here.
Brian just subbed with Twitch Prime.
Brian 9801. Brian, thank you, man. Really appreciate that Twitch Prime sub coming my way.
I have a new light. I feel like it's too bright sometimes.
It's so bright.
Is it okay like that?
It gets me right in the head. By the way, Brian, I'm pretty sure that you've subscribed before, so you've heard the spiel. If you haven't gotten the book yet, though, let me know. We'll make sure that we send that ebook over your way. A couple of those fist bump patches, baby. That's too much. That's too much.
Surprise!
I'm blind.
It's not that bright. I got a new light, guys. It's pretty awesome.
Are we still in for that for Rob and the Boss? We still Rob and the Boss Friday? How's it gonna work? We're gonna just meet him outside of his house with masks.
Jump him.
I just feel like it's not gonna end well.
Well, if it's like that, I think it was a surprise party. I think that'd be really funny.
Okay, we know you're gonna love Sit and Go 2.0. Please subscribe for more information. It looks like there's a
oh, really?
March 15th. You determine your fate. The decision you make, the card you pull, makes all the difference.
And then after the surprise party thing, Dutch, after it didn't go down, Bobby would go back to his IM chat and say, and just keep it up. Like, oh, you guys weren't ready. And just like have it a running joke forever. It's really great.
It doesn't really say what they are on this little thing. Sit and Go 2.0. It just says the next evolution of poker. It's the next evolution of poker.
Huh. It's a new format. I think. Boy, it's too bright, dude.
That was pretty funny. Like a fool. I remember that episode when Tony Soprano gets the guy to hold a box for him, and there's nothing in the box the whole time. He's just like looking at the box, wondering what's in it. That was pretty good. Okay, making the fold here. We're gonna be down to 20 big blinds.
That's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot. You're
Hey,
right.
Dutch, will you punch Hoke for $20?
If he, who
I think it's Hoke. Mark
who asked that?
Hesbeck.
If he owed me $20?
No. He said, if I donate $20, will you punch him in the arm for me and tell him that I still hold the record for the most wins at his place?
No,
I will do it.
I wouldn't.
You wouldn't
By the way,
punch
Twitchy
him?
Black Cat, 5 months in a row. Great to see you here on the stream, man. Thank you so much. We have Iceman Kiwi rolling through with the cheers. Swift Rage 1 cheers. That's a lot of cheering. Thanks for the cheers, man. Thanks for those bits.
Ah, that's nice to know. Facebook just said you can't use their site for surveillance.
I'm actually gonna make the fold here with 20 bigs.
Oh no, now I'm not focused. Yay, Brian! You belong. Maybe Brian's new because he's. I'm gonna give him his book anyways.
So what do I think Sit and Go 2.0 could be? I mean, I'm reading the page. It says this revolutionary new twist on the traditional Sit and Go creates opportunities for bigger prize pools and more players paid each and every game. I don't know. I mean, there's that spin and go kind of thing. Maybe it has some sort of element of a spin and go where some of the time there's going to be more money at stake. You determine your fate, it says. The decision you make, the card you pull makes all the difference.
Just like tarot cards, man. For like poker.
You got me, man. What could it be? I don't know what it could be. I guarantee it's not going to be the next evolution of poker, though. It's going to be just a little gimmick.
We've been trying to reinvent the game for a long time.
Dozier, Katie Dozier will be playing the game live on Twitch TV and communicating via social media. So I guess we will find out.
Do you
what
have
Sit and Go
your phone?
2.0 is.
I need to get into your account.
Yeah, I got it.
And I need to hack into you and steal all of your Bitcoin. Just joking. How do I fucking sign in here? Hold on. Oh my gosh, the computer's smarter than me. I don't like that. There we go. Okay, can you give me your token, please?
Yeah, let me take a look.
Just give it to me. Oh.
He's nuts poker. It's pretty much exactly right. It's the next evolution of Yawn. We'll find out, though. You know what? I think it's going to be cool if Katie Dozier is streaming it live on Twitch. I'd watch. You guys should watch too. I'm sorry though, man. There's not Sit and Go 2.0. Come on. The next evolution of poker. You know how many lame little game variants have come along that everyone was promising would completely revolutionize poker? And it's always something stupid like you have like some sort of card that lets you change the turn, you know, or you have like you have a timer, but you have a couple of buttons that, you know, an extension card or whatever. It's like a...
Maybe it's something cool. Like maybe you have a little avatar that you can have clothes. You can get a little.
Maybe you can
have clothes and stuff, and then you can have like a house.
That could
And
be
then
the
you
next
can,
evolution.
and then
know
you
what it
can
could
like
be is you
win
can
like
order
a fake
drinks
car.
by the side of the table.
Yeah, and you can give
You could have
drinks
like a
to
little
people.
cigar or like a little margarita. That could be the
that.
next evolution of poker.
I think it's good. Oh my gosh, we're on break. On break, Dutch. We should look at that video that Bobby sent so we can see it. You said the break was it 25 minutes already?
JTS says, Dutch, are you interested in having your own apparel line to sell? JTS, I'm interested in all sorts of apparel lines.
Yeah, let's go look at the roll. Let's look at this
Too many secrets,
video,
JTS.
dude. Let's go on break and look in the video.
Would you be interested in a way to make extra money?
Can we go on break so we can
It's
watch
like a
the
loaded
video?
question. We'll be right back, you guys.
Watch this video. Sorry, Janice, missed your brain.
We are gonna like take over the poker world.
Okay, guys, we're back. We got the 6-5 offsuit.
That's a long video.
Worm Boss 44 asking DB, who do you put your money on, Kate Hull or Mikey D? Heads up for rolls, Kate.
Who? Mikey D. Our Mike? Our friend?
No.
Oh.
Kate Hall's playing a guy named Mike. What is his last name? Mike Dintail.
Oh, okay. That was our Mikey D. So wait, I mean, is he good? Is he a good player?
No. I mean, he's a pro.
I mean, what?
You know.
I mean, just because he's a guy, he's not a good player.
No, there was a hand history that went down between him and Lily Coletto, where he's supposed to have like called any two cards because her raise wasn't even a blind, and he didn't.
Mm-hmm.
And he insists that no, it wasn't a case of collusion. It was just a mistake. So either way, it tells me that I don't really think that. I think that's all that I need to know about Mike Dintail. I've never played with him.
What have you played with Kate?
No. No.
Yeah, I wouldn't
play
know.
with either one of them.
I wouldn't. I don't know the
I don't know the
con-
Kate.
I don't know the controversy in any of it. I don't know how any of them play, so I'd have to see their results and see how they play before I'd make a bet on that.
I think Mike in the little Twitter feud came off looking like a real idiot. So I think I think Kate is going to win it. I think she's going to win that match.
Because, yeah, I didn't. What was the controversy? I didn't read it. Dutch, what's the controversy?
Between Kate Hall and Mike Dintail?
Yeah.
It was nothing. There was this hand that went down back at Bellagio 5 Diamond where Kate Hall made a pre-flop call where she had made a 3-bet with ace-10 and the guy 4-bet shoved against her, and she made the call with ace-10 because she thought that she had the best hand. And Mike laid into her about how bad of a call it was. It was a horrible call, something like that, and really went overboard.
How old is he? Is he young?
He's older. I'm going to guess in his 40s. And he's been playing the game a long time, much longer than Kate. So I don't know. I don't think he's as big of a dog as a lot of people think, maybe. I don't know.
Well, there's probably sexism in both ways, to be honest.
Let's go for 1,000.
I mean, that's the problem with the wars of the sexes, isn't it? Like, you look like an asshole if you support the guy. If you know what I mean? It's the problem with the kind of like battle if it's about sexism. But in a way to look at their results. Yeah, Flatty, I heard you got a new house. Congratulations. We'll have to go visit. That's pretty awesome, dude. Yeah, what? Well, I don't know the whole controversy, and I don't know what the bet is. Mikey D was a Beastie Boy? It seems like a common name, huh? Mikey D?
Mike D?
Mike D. I'm Michelle C.
Oh, man. You guys know Backstreet Boys are coming to Vegas?
New Kids on the Block, too. They're here at the Mobile Arena, dude.
I wonder, and we were talking about this on the way back home when we saw the ads for both Backstreet Boys and New Kids on the Block. Like, how long can you tour before you can't call yourself boys and kids anymore?
Well, the girls that like Backstreet Boys and Beastie they're like my age now, and they want to see it. It's like my dad wanted to watch Def Leppard. You know?
Do you think that's what's going to happen to like Miley Cyrus and Justin Bieber? It's like 30 years from now,
Yeah.
they're going to be coming through Vegas, and there's still going to just be sellout crowds, but it's going to be a much,
Well, look at Michael
much
Jackson lasted a
older
long ass time. Madonna
crowd.
too. I think before Michael Jackson died, I think all his shows were sold out.
Dentally is the pronunciation. It's Mike Dentally.
Dentally.
What I am
Dentally.
Chris is saying. I am Chris
Dentally.
is saying.
You have to go to the dentist tomorrow. Does that remind you of that?
I don't see. She made the call against Barry Hutter, and I think that she thinks that Barry Hutter's range is a lot wider than it actually is. I've played with Barry quite a bit, and I'm not taking anything away from his game, but there's no way that I would ever call off 80 big blinds pre-flop against him with ace-10 offsuit.
What if you were drunk?
Maybe that's supposed to be the shove there. Queen jack off.
Big Lebowski, yay!
Big Lebowski, good to see you, man. By the way, we got Mike Diamond also for 2 months. He's actually subscribed a lot longer than 2 months. Really appreciate you being here, Mike. Thank you for keeping the channel going. Okay, looking for the spot to shove. I don't really think that we have. I don't think that we have fold equity for a 3-bet anymore. So we're pretty much just looking for a decent hand to go with, or a good spot where we can pick up the blinds and antes without having to fade a flop. I guess I could see a couple of spots where maybe if someone open limps and gets like a call, maybe we can just make the shove from like the small blind or something.
Aw, congratulations, Flatty. That's really cool.
Yeah, that is pretty cool, Flatty. Nice job, man.
It's hard buying your first. Is it your first house? Is it your first house? Oh dang, Dutch. You gotta shove soon. Me, Eximo versus Mike D. I would dominate him. Mike D, I challenge you to a Dogecoin match. My
Dogecoin
rolls
match.
against your rolls.
That's funny. Yeah, I don't know.
You don't. Hey, you better vote for me, Dutch. You better bet on me.
I'm just trying to think about whether Kate's a favorite in this heads up match or not. I mean,
Is it a
Mike
real?
has been playing poker a long time.
Is it a real match?
Yeah.
So they're gonna really play. So what's the
It's gonna
what's
be
the
a real-
situation? They're
real
playing.
grudge match. You're playing for like I don't know how much they're playing for.
Are
I
they
think like
playing on the
10K.
internet?
It's gonna be live.
Oh, okay. It's gonna be live. Are they playing? Oh, wait. This is the hand.
But part of me just kind of feels like it's
It's to prove something.
wow, we're free rolling.
Come on, free roll, hit.
Spade. Oh, it's so unlikely. You know how unlikely it is for us to actually pull the win there when we're sitting there with ace 9 off
'Cause you have my
versus
luck.
ace 9 suited. It's so dirty.
That is dirty.
So dirty.
It's good. Nice and dirty.
Dintily.
Dentally.
Like
Denali.
I mean, you give them both an IQ
I have
test.
to
I
look
think
at them.
Kate will beat Mike, but
It's not about
heads up
IQ.
match. You know, he's gonna have a lot of.
There's luck involved too, dude. You might be
There-
lucky that day.
There's something to be said for experience, you know. I mean, years and years and years on the felt. You know, he's going to be approaching it differently than she will.
He is the 572nd United States all-time money list.
That's good.
Yeah, he's in the he's under 1,000.
That's good. That's got to be beating Kate.
So that has to
It
be
probably means he's
something.
good for what, $2 million in lifetime earnings,
Oh, 1.4.
1.4.
Yeah. Best live cash, 336,000.
Pretty good. You know, I think Kate's best cash was at Seminole Hard Rock. She had a couple final tables, but I don't think that she's over 500,000 or 600,000.
Is it?
She's very fresh, you know. Very new to the scene. 957.
She's almost
all-time money. She's got 878,000.
It's still good.
And best cash was 291 grand. That's good cash. Good cash for 5 Diamond World Poker Classic in 2015. Okay, let's try to get through here with the A7.
Go, Dutch, go. I mean, it's hard to say, you know.
Yes. We're doing it.
I think I'm confusing her
doing
with
it.
someone else because that's not the picture. I remember seeing someone else, but it wasn't her. Maybe I'm confusing her with somebody. Did you do it?
Yeah, we got
Did you
through.
do it? He just got first in a turbo in, I don't know, Ben Salem. It's like a WPT Deep Stacks. That was like in February. She's gotten third in 2006. And I'm looking.
Honestly, I feel like a lot of people are overestimating her chances.
It looks
They
like
were booking it, and she was actually a really big favorite. And I don't think she's as big of a favorite as everyone's kind of making her out to be. I think that, if she's a favorite, she's going to be a pretty small favorite.
Well, I mean, this guy, if it's the guy that I'm looking at, he's gotten like a few firsts, and he's got a pretty solid record
That's
here.
what he's doing. He's been like, he's a career grinder. That's what he does.
Yeah, and I don't really know the conflict, so
I don't know.
I guess it's biased. The conflict is because people probably think that he's a certain way, and people think that she's a certain way, and so they're making heroes and villains out of nothing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so, I mean, it's not about heroes and villains. It's about skill. Who's the better player? And I guess we'll see if they do play heads up. But even if you do play heads up, I mean, one tournament's not real, or one match isn't really gonna say who's the better player because there's a whole bunch of factors involved, like luck.
And just who's playing better that day.
Yeah, I mean, what if your dog died that day? You're not gonna play. That's good. June, are you okay?
So, Mike, use the hotline, man. No one uses the hotline. Use the hotline.
Use the hotline.
JTS asking Dutch, do you receive whispers?
No.
I can
Only
get whispers.
from me.
Yeah, I turned off whispers, except from people that I follow. I try to follow everybody who subs. But if you message me, I can get those. And you can also just always email dutch@dutchboyd.com. Gosh. I have jacks.
Oh, good luck. Is this it?
I don't
You
know.
shoving here?
I mean, I don't really like the shove. I don't
You're just
like
gonna
the
call? You
fold
should just
either.
call. But what are you calling? To hope for a jack?
I don't know what we'd be calling.
Oh man, I don't know. Maybe Shove and Hope.
Make the fold.
Oh my god, is that a bubble fold? Is that like I'm scared? Wait, you have a long way. You have a long way for a bubble, dude.
Scared.
I'm scared. Oh, well, I guess it's a good fold considering. I guess because you would have got wow. Wow, I guess nice call or nice fold
Thank you.
because one of them guys are gonna beat you. So why
Yeah,
did you
you
fold
feel
the
good,
jacks? Did you just have a bad feeling?
Because I felt like we were up against kings.
You did feel like it was a king
Felt
kind
like
of
we were
raise.
up against
Okay.
the overpair when Mugsby decided to 3-bet and under the gun +1 min raise opener.
Okay, fair enough.
I
fair enough.
decided that, you know what? These pocket jacks might as well be pocket twos. Iceman Kiwi asking who was my mate last night. That was Jordan Christos.
Yeah, he should.
He's a professional poker player, WPT
Champion.
champion.
Him and his girlfriend used to play poker together. They just had a baby. They won a couples tournament once, which is really sweet. I think it was a Valentine's one year.
Yeah, that is
Very
sweet.
cool couple. She's very good at poker, and he is well as
She
well.
is good. She's gotten pretty deep.
He's
into
very
the business.
aggressive.
He has a reputation for being very deliberate at the tables.
Yeah, JTS is serious about something Dutch that you're not. What, did he email you something?
He's talking about an apparel line, a clothing line.
Oh, it has to be. They have to be V-necks, and it has to be a tri fabric.
She's right. It's got to be V-necks. It's got to be tri-blend. It's got to be
He
screen
loves
printed.
tri-blend.
This iron-on shit.
He's weird. You can. Yeah. You should let me look at the email, Dutch.
Yeah, JTS. Look, if you
can email me.
if you have a proposal or anything that you want to send over, you're more than welcome to do it here on Twitch, or you can also email me Dutch@dutchboy.com. I will get it. I will look it over if you have anything that you want me to take a look at. No dick pics, please.
No dick pics, please. So when people are booking that action for that, hash art, it's funny. Like, is it like private people that are taking action on this? Like people from Twitter, just betting each other?
Yeah. Well, a couple of the sports books actually put up lines.
Really?
Yeah.
That's weird.
Is it?
Yeah, it is weird. Make something out of nothing, yo. Did you delete it?
I was trying to.
Oh.
I was trying to. I wasn't quick enough on the draw. It wasn't quick enough. But yeah, I was gonna time him out.
Did you time him out?
I don't know. I didn't do it. I was going to, but I didn't do it. You know what I liked?
Dutch doesn't like. He can say dick pitch, but when somebody else does it in chat, don't you dare say dick in chat.
It's the way that he said it. He was being
guess.
pretty negative about a specific person.
Yeah, we're trying not to be sexist,
know.
guys.
I feel like it is.
Poker has
sexist
a
to
lot
say
of hit
that.
sexism. Speaking of sexism, dude, I shouldn't even mention it. Something that I saw on Facebook that was I was kind of more like disappointed in. I'll tell you in private. I won't out him here,
You want to whisper it to me?
but you know what you fucking did, dude. Fuck you.
Is it someone here?
No. No. I'll tell it to you if you want to mute your mic, dude.
Okay, we're back. She told me some secrets.
It is really good and juicy. Oh, is that your hand? Or that's McClaw's? Here, I'll show you it, dude. Here. It's a big fucking deal, Dutch.
Poker mindset coach. I like that. He says the best way to play pocket jacks is just go all in and muck. All in and then muck your hand.
Is that right?
Pretty much.
Right. I'll show you it later, Dutch. And break.
Okay.
I'll show you in break. The tournament is the 30 right now, or is it the 10? Are you playing the 30 or the 10? 10.
I don't think that Jordan Christos hates Dan Heimler.
No, not at all. They're
Or the other
friends.
way around. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they are.
No,
friends.
they
Dan
no, they're
was
friends.
the one who came runner up to him in the WPT.
Yeah, they're perfectly fine together. They're
Pretty
like,
sure.
hey, dude. Yeah, they're fine.
Yeah, I think that they are friends.
Yeah.
Um,
Dan Heimler's a nice guy to everyone.
yeah, I don't think
I love
Dan's
Dan.
not the kind of person to make a lot of enemies, and Jordan's very positive.
Yeah. He's like totally not a negative person,
No,
guys.
he's not. He does, though. Jordan does make enemies at the table, but it's usually after people embarrass him on Twitter. You know, like he's
Well, I
not
think
really.
everybody's like that.
Yeah, no, like
You know,
right.
I think
the best
with-
way to make an enemy is to embarrass them
I think
publicly.
when it comes to Twitter, and he was joking about that anyways, because didn't you say you seen him the other, like in the bathroom, and he
Yeah.
saw Mike, and
Oh
he was
my
like,
gosh.
"I'm washing my hands for you, Mike."
That was the best. That was the best. George.
Jordan's a good guy,
I'm
guys.
waiting in
Serious.
line to use the urinal as the Bellagio during the 5-time WPT, and Jordan comes up. I'm right behind Mike Leah. Jordan comes, from the urinal, and he washes. He washes his hands. He looks at Mike. He goes, "Just 'cause you're here, buddy. Just 'cause you're here." And I thought it was the funniest thing. I like just busted out laughing right there in the line.
But he's a good guy.
It's kind of an
guys.
obscure little reference, but Mike Leah had called him out for not washing his hands after coming out of the bathroom, and Jordan like made a big deal about it, about how he shouldn't have called him out, and he uses, and making it a point how he uses this, how he has like this hand sanitizer with him that he uses. So. Is it enough if you skip the sink and then just use the hand sanitizer? It's probably better than just using the sink and not using the hand sanitizer, right? I mean, I don't know.
It is, whatever, dude. It's all good. But he's a good guy. Is the bottom line. And tweets and texts and little blinks of light, little blinks of excerpts that don't really show how a person is really. Anyways, it's
So Jay Ragoni asking, what events are taken into consideration when you're calculating career earnings in poker? Pretty much any event that reports to Hendon Mob, and you're not really going to see daily events reporting to Hendon Mob. Sometimes you'll see weekly events reporting, like Bellagio used to have a weekly Saturday event. I think the Win reports their weekly Saturday event. But it's not going to be just like every $20 or $30 tournament on a Monday. Online doesn't really get reported. Though they do track some online results on Hendon Mob. I guess Hendon Mob is Global Poker Index now. Is your mic still muted, Michelle?
No.
So make cash, making the min raise. I'm going to go ahead and make the call here with a 6-5 suited.
My mic's your mic might be.
No, my mic's fine. 4,
If your mic's
5,
muted, no.
queen.
Just unmute mic.
Well, he's just trolling.
Hello, everybody.
Let's make the
Maybe
fold.
because you're talking too far on your mic on there.
My mic's fine. Usually, it's fine. Just trolling. Okay, here we go. We're making the shove.
Okay, good luck.
Thank you. It's a pretty good flop for pocket tens. So Bobby McLeod looking this up with his queen 9.
Whoop.
Seems like a lot of chips are put in the middle there, Bobby. There's some meta stuff going on in his head. But, I mean, shoot, even if I do have a hand like Ace-Jack, are you happy? You put in 1,600, and then it's 11,400 more to call. So you're getting like 1.4 to 1. I don't know. It's kind of questionable. But screw it. I probably would have called me too.
Hey, if you want to come over here, I'll show you what I was talking about, Dutch.
All right.
Close your eyes. I just feel like the way he used it is not appropriate.
Yeah, that's not very appropriate.
Because it's supposed to be endearing. I was going to write, is that supposed to be endearing?
That wasn't said from a place of love.
It wasn't.
So Mike Diamond 20 asking about that. What happened with that stolen vape? We told the story last night on the stream. I should probably put that together into a little highlight because that was an awesome story. So basically, what happened is this kid named Eric dropped his black vape pen, and another player at the table just reached down and put it in his pocket. And someone saw him do it and accused the kid of it, and the kid was like, no, I didn't steal anything. I don't appreciate you accusing me of stealing. And the guy's like, I know what's in your left pocket. And he pulls out like a big pile of money. He's like, I will give you $1,000 if you empty your pocket and it's not there. And the guy's like, I'm not emptying my pocket. It's the principle of it. I didn't steal anything. He's like, $2,000. Like, no, you will never see the contents of this left pocket. And it's like, okay, well, I mean, kid, you must be super, super, super rich, or you've got a black vape pen in your left pocket. So after Eric busted out, he left. He didn't get his vape pen back. But the win checked the cameras, and they disqualified that kid from the tournament about an hour later. He had a lot of chips, too. He had like 180,000 chips. It took like 3 racks to remove all of his chips from play. 3 security guards came by, 2 floor, and they got him from the table. You know, they were like, "Don't worry about it." He's like, "Oh, but I'm gonna miss my blind." They're like, "Don't worry about it." They take him to the corner of the room.
Oh, that's what they said. He said it was like, I'm gonna miss
He's
my
like,
blind.
"Oh, but my tournament." You don't have to worry about your tournament, sir. We're going to. So they 86 him. They trespass him, right? They
And the
said,
logic is if he's going to steal a
Read, like,
pen
the
right
little
there,
thing.
right there at the table, then he's going to probably do really more
Yeah.
unethical.
That's
things.
what the win floor said. He's like, it doesn't matter how valuable the thing was. The point is, if he's going to intentionally steal from another player, then there's no telling what else he'll do.
That's
He
right.
could steal chips. He could mark cards. He could run some.
He's
stupid
just
collusion
he's just a
scams.
problem at that point.
Yeah, we're trying to protect our players from that kind of predator, basically.
And it's a good lesson.
Yeah.
Their eyes are always watching. I'm going to change the color of my how do I change the color of my font? Do we know? How do I change my color settings? Under settings and dashboard. Oh, maybe not. I don't really know what I'm doing here. Let's see. Video manager, maybe?
I'd make the fold there.
No. Maybe video stats.
So bend over. Bend over. Says, "Yo, what's up? My boy watches this stream a lot. He's saying he got the idea of protecting his button. What's that about?" You're gonna have to ask him. I don't know what he's talking about. Protect your button. I don't know. I
Should
don't know
always
what he's
protect
saying.
your butt.
But sounds like your friend's a good poker player if he's spending time in this stream.
That's right.
BC McClaw coming in with a squeeze. Gotta love it. He's sitting there with like a 10-9 of diamonds or something. He's gonna try to get some dead money in there, or hell, who knows? Maybe he actually has the hand. Pocket jacks. Looks pretty good. Nice hand there, Bobby.
How do you change the color of your font? Do you remember?
No.
Shit, I don't either. I want to change it to a different color. Settings?
For me, I'm on
Oh, here is
dark
setting.
mode.
Yeah, I mean
So-
the actual color of the font.
Everybody's font's the same color for me. I don't know.
No. Your font, like your name, is a color that you put. Your lettering is a color you pick.
I'm not sure. So a little bit worried about Matt Cash making a little 3-bet. If all in Allen makes a shove, we'll make the call. We get through.
I am looking for my... Oh, I'll add you to host, Dutch. Now I can add you to host. Now I'm hosting you.
Thank you, baby.
Let's see. Profile.
So, Poker Mindset Coach talking about Tom Hardy starring in an early 1800s period piece. What's he talking about? Which series?
Taboo.
I'm such a big fan of Tom Hardy.
It's called Taboo.
You know that
I don't know where it's at.
that show Warrior was just so good. He was so good in you ever see that movie The Drop? He was so badass in that. Yeah, let's go ahead and make the call here. I think this is a good spot to do it. Suited connectors in a situation that is likely going to be multi-way, very deep odds here. Let's just hit something super strong. That's not the flop we're looking for with our 3-2 of diamonds.
Oh, you have to be turbo. God dang it. My turbo's gone.
Okay, we're gonna make the fold.
Are you turbo right now?
Yeah.
Oh, you can change it because you're turbo.
Okay, a little 9-5 offsuit in the mug.
That's why, because I guess I changed it when I had my Twitch Turbo, and it stayed the same.
Thanks for following my tweets. By the way, Mo is better than Steel. Appreciate it, guys. Make sure to follow us on Twitter at DutchBoyd for me, at 1st at first for Xmoa. I've been trying to get my Twitter game more on point.
Hey, June. But BCM Claw has a lot of chips there.
Yeah, he's looking pretty.
You're looking good too.
strong.
You had to go. You were
Yeah, we're doing all
kind
right.
of low.
25
You're
bigs.
you're all right. Yeah.
Little ace 9 versus ace 9 was a pretty good spot to be in, and then we doubled through Bobby McClaw.
The gear button. The gear button. The gear button. The gear button. I don't have it. Can you change yours? You can change yours, right?
Yeah, I can change my name color. Change mine to I'll change mine to pink.
/me.
You know what happened the other day? So I'm on break at the Win 600. This guy, he comes up to me. He's like, "Hey, Ricky Jones says hello." I'm like, I don't know who that is. It sounds kind of sinister. Now he played with you. He says he played with you at $1,500 2 years ago at the series. I'm like, oh, you definitely remember him. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. Tell him hello. Tell him hello for me. Okay, not the flop we're looking for, you guys.
How the heck did they change their colors?
You click on the little gear there in the chat box, and then you click on Edit Appearance.
I
under
don't
your
have
name.
that.
You don't have a little gear in your chat box?
In the chat box, I have a smiley face.
I'm gonna help you, Michelle.
Can you please help me? I want to change my colors. But I don't want to change it because maybe my colors are better.
That little gear box.
I did,
right
but
there.
there's no.
Oh, you know why? It's because
No, I don't know why.
it's because You're zoomed in.
Oh, am I really?
Yeah, so if you hit control here, zoom out,
Oh,
and then click on
that's
that.
way too
Edit
small.
appearance, and now you can change the name.
Oh, these are the colors that I can pick.
Yeah.
I can't pick any more colors unless I'm turbo. They
Is
want.
Is that what happens?
Oh, turbo's expensive. Is that right? $9 a month?
I think it's $7.99.
No, it's $8.99 now.
Is it?
They upped you, dude. Yep, it's expensive now. Now wait, you messed up my thing. Now it's way too small. What the hell? Oh my gosh. Here, Jen. Is it control plus? There we go.
Control plus will zoom in.
My gosh, I can't see anything now. I lost my chat. I lost everything.
So Safari Joe Peace is a friend of mine at a huge chip stack.
Jesus.
Got caught smoking weed outside by security. Boom, banned for life from Venetian.
Wow.
That was probably Recchi. It was probably Recchi.
Yeah, I don't want to. So you can pick custom colors of your turbo. I like my color then enough. Really, he got banned for life, huh?
Yeah. Dan Martin. That happened to him. And that's the only time I actually heard of it happening, so I've got to think it's the same guy.
Damn. Tell a story, Dutch.
You want to see a good picture of Dan Martin? Here's a picture of Dan Martin wearing a baseball cap that says, "Titties."
Titties. A baseball cap?
Yeah, little starter cap. He's actually pretty good at poker. I don't have any good stories for you, Worm Boss. I'm all out of stories. Man, BC McQuad just running over us, man. Running over the whole table. 15 places paying this thing. Top prize is $1,000. Make cash, making the min raise. That's not going to get through them. That's not going to get through them. I guess I'm betting on Chip Chump here.
You okay?
I don't really like
Do you want a
the
candy? Do you want some treats?
the overcall there by Chip Chump. I think it's a pretty bad overcall.
Do you want candy?
It's for half his stack. I mean, he can't just like keep on waiting around and folding, but I think that he folds there. He still has 8 big blinds. He has enough to go ahead and make a shove against like, somewhere in one of these next 4 hands, 5 hands. I think that's a lot better than taking King Queen 4 away against an opener, a min raiser, and a shover. Worked out for him though. Worked out for him. I do have a story about playing over at Binion's Worm Boss. The very first year I rolled through Vegas, I remember playing a very, very small 4-8 limit game. And there was a hand that I'm never going to forget because this kid, this kid fired out on the turn. There were two clubs on the turn, and he got raised. And all of a sudden, like, you could tell that he didn't have a good hand. He's sitting there. He must have had some sort of draw. After about a minute and a half of looking at the pot and pulling this, he looks at the guy who bets him, and he goes, "But I got the odds to call." And he calls. And the dealer very quickly, burns and turns the river. And the river is like a nothing, like a two of hearts. Doesn't complete any draw or anything. And all of a sudden the kid just completely sinks. Just completely sinks. I just remember, I'm never going to forget the way that he was doing this. And then he nodded, and he got this big smile, and he just looked at the guy and goes, "But I got the odds to call." It was the best. It was the best reaction. He just like went from like really
Confident.
contemplating, trying to figure it out, and then confident, happy. Oh man. Samoa's better than still saying smoke in your car or hotel room. I'm pretty sure that Reggie was smoking in his car in the parking lot. That it was in his car, windows up, doors closed, and the security guards just surrounded him. I don't really know, though. I'm not too familiar with the story. I just remember when that happened. Did Safari Joe confirm or deny? Bobby Big Vian. That's what I'm going to start doing. Anytime someone says, "Oh, by the way, Bobby Boyd says hello," no matter who it is, you remember Bobby Boyd, don't you? I'm going to be like, "Oh, yeah, I really respect his game. Tell him hello." That's what I'm going to start doing. "Oh, Ryan says hello? Man, I remember playing. He really owned me a couple times we played. You let him know. I'm still waiting to see him across from a final table of the series. He's got the stuff. He's got the chops. I don't say it lightly." I'm going to start doing that, man. Oh, my gosh. All right. You know what kind of sucks about making the shove here? Is Bobby McGlaw. If it was like anybody else in the small blind, I think making the shove is just fine. But I'm a little worried that he'll just spite call me, that I'm doing it light.
Hey, Mafia Murloc. Binion's was the first casino he stayed at when he was 21. Cool.
Yeah, I don't really know what to say about that one, Hash Art. I didn't see the hand. It sounds like three-handed. I don't really know what to think about it. That was the one that Anthony Spinelli and the other guy chopped, right? What's his name, Steve or whatever? Shooting Stars, I think, is the one that you're talking about. I'm sure that Chino had a reason that made sense when he did it. Gosh, I love this spot. BC McClellan makes the min raise. There's 5,000. We're going to be able to pick up 25% without even having to fade.
What do you have?
Pocket eights.
That's good.
So, I don't know. I'm sure it made sense when he did it. And there's a lot going on at a poker table that you don't always see when you're watching it on TV. Maybe the guy set Chino up for a big move like that. Maybe he was throwing a reverse tell or something, and Chino picked it up and saw the weakness and made the shove. Confident that he was going to get through without having to fade. And then, maybe he's thinking, he's got a smaller pocket pair or something, and he'll call and he'll be ahead. Who knows? I don't know what's going through their mind. But I've known Chino a long time. I've seen him make some pretty good moves, and he was there at the final table. I don't think that he's just sitting there giving up, ever. I think he's definitely going for the win there. I think Chino's, has Chino taken down 3 WPTs now? I mean, he's an incredible player. So I'm sure that watching it, it's easy to say, oh, well, that's a bad move, but it wasn't a bad move when he made it for him. That's all I'll say. Is just like, I'm sure he had a reason to make it where he thought that it was the right move. It turned out not to be. But it's if the guy was sitting there with King 9 and makes the fold, then everyone's gonna be like, wow, Chino, you're so good.
I like that goat. It's very cute. Aw, do you see that cute little goat?
Ivy the goat.
It's really cute.
It's pretty cool. Yeah, Noon Team, Gray, I'm not sure what you're talking about specifically, but if you're trying to calculate pot odds on whether a call is correct, then you don't count your call. You count the pot and you compare it to your call. So if the pot is 3,000 and it's 1,000 for you to call, then you're looking at 3-1. So you have to be 25% or better to make that call correct. Three to 1 expressed as as a percentage is 25%. It's basically 1 in 4. So maybe the video was just explaining how to convert the 3-1 into a fraction 1/4. In that situation, you do count the amount that you're going to call as part of the pot, right? So if you're getting 3-1, if you're trying to express that as a fraction, you get the 4 by adding the 1 that you would be calling. So the pot's 4,000, and your call is 1 over 4,000, 1,000 over 4,000. So 25% is the break-even point of that call. It's probably where the confusion's coming from. I'm gonna make the fold here with pocket 3s. Privateer, doesn't really matter if you have a bigger pair or not. You've got position, you got the stack, and I'm not going to put in another dime there with 3s. Maybe I should have just folded. Pippin87, good to see you, man. Long time no see. Guys, we're going to be right back. We're on a break. 30 out of 35. We're still in this. We're still in it. Don't go anywhere. Hey, by the way, make sure to click on that follow button if you're not already following the stream. And if you want to support the stream, click on the sub button. we'll make it worth your while with a couple of fist bump patches, a digital copy of my book Poker Tilt, and some of the coolest emotes to ever be on Twitch. Be right back. Okay, guys, we're back.
Hello, everyone.
Back with 17 bigs. About to be less. That is a big jump going from 612 with 100 antes to 816 with 200 antes. M is shrinking. I don't really think making the call here is going to change our stack at all. So let's make the call. It's kind of like a free roll here. Having the extra 1200 isn't going to change this the way that we're going to be playing this stack at all when it goes up from 612 to 816. And we're getting some pretty long pot odds. Factor in the implied odds. I think 10-3 suited is going to be the call there.
You don't shove there, though?
No, we're not going to shove.
Oh, okay. I was just wondering. What
We're
did
just
you
gonna
have?
take a flop. 10-3 of hearts.
You got a 10, though.
Yeah, we did. We hit it.
So why didn't you shove? Just joking. Do you think 6 of 7 has something good here?
He could. I mean, he could also have something like a king jack.
Call him. Call him, make cash. Aw.
Wow. I don't really think 6 of 7 was bluffing because I don't think that he can expect to make cash to make the fold there. Interesting. So stuck on luck making the raise. BC McClaw sensing weakness makes the 3-bet. And stuck on luck just bleeding out. I don't like the donk lead. You can pretty much always count on Bobby McClaw making a C-bet if you just check. So Bobby McClaw makes the shove and says, okay, well, if you're going to donk lead, then here it is. Stuck on luck, sitting here with like pocket sevens or something.
You're still okay. Let's see what we have here. 35 people left.
So Poker Mindset Coach says, in poker, I think listing earnings is very bogus. It doesn't show how much the person spent to get those earnings, and I think that you're right about that. I think that could be easily changed. Instead of tracking tournament earnings, they could just track tournament profit. But the only way they'd be able to do that is if tournament results included the number of who entered, not just who cashed. And I think that they should. I actually think that this is something that the poker industry needs to change. Is they need to actually start reporting the entrants as well as the people who cashed, and this is important for a lot of staking reasons. It's also important for what you're saying, which is for the tracking. Gosh, he's just always going to call me, but you know what? It's okay because we're ahead. We probably can get him to call with weaker aces and weaker jacks and have like a 3.5 to 1. King 9's not really what we want to see, but pretty good flop. Dodge the 5 outs. Fuck. What the hell? Such a beautiful flop, too. I'm thinking, okay, we're going to get the double up, be back up to 40,000.
Yeah, it sucks, dude.
Yeah, it does.
That is very unlucky.
Well, we'll get you back, Bobby. Okay, guys. That's it for our thing. We just got congratulations. We've reached bronze status. Thank you for that.
You're bronze. Congratulations, you're bronze, Dutch.
That's good.
Wow, that's a monumental moment. It's a great occasion.
Guys, thank you so much for joining us tonight. I think we're actually going to be streaming tomorrow. We're talking about streaming some Conan Exiles tomorrow.
Yeah, it'll be a game. Because we just
Wednesday game night.
The developers of Conan Exiles gave us 2 copies of it to try out, so we're going to stream it. And we haven't made our characters. We just uploaded it onto our computers. And I know that we can adjust the bodies. It's going to be cool. I guess a lot of people aren't playing it right now, though, right? It's
kind
like
of falling
died
off a little bit, but we're gonna try it out tomorrow, and it's multiplayer. So if you guys have the game, you could probably play with us too.
Yeah, do play with us.
Yeah.
Don't kill us though, yo.
Yeah.
Because we'll kill you back.
Thanks again for joining us. Big shout out to all of you subscribers who actually make this possible for everybody else and allow us to keep on streaming, allow us to keep on doing what we love doing. Make sure to follow the stream.
Yeah, we gotta do something
Twitter.
different, man, with our luck though. We need to get some better luck. These last 2 days have been unlucky.
I know we haven't gotten to the.
You should get
the
some
final
salt.
2 for like
You
a
should
whole
get some
4
salt,
streams.
Dutch, and like toss it behind your shoulders, man, and make sure you wash your hands 3 times before you play next time.
All right.
So disappointed in the luck.
That's what we're gonna do. You guys are awesome. Really appreciate you being here. We'll be. I think we're probably gonna be streaming tomorrow. No promises, but make the.
What time do you
click
think
on
we're
the
gonna
follow button.
stream? Like after your dental appointment?
Yeah, like probably.
Like around noon, maybe.
Well, I have
3?
that.
3?
I have to take care of that ticket too. I don't know, but we're gonna do it.
I'm looking forward to it. I'm gonna make my Conan Barbarian chickie so hot.
Me too. I'm gonna play a girl in there too.
Are you really?
Yeah.
We can be best friends.
Sexy girls, sexy Conan Barbarian girls.
Yeah, we'll be the barbarian bitches.
It'll be yeah. Okay, guys.
Be
We'll see you
awesome.
later.
I can't believe you fucking got knocked out there, dude.